Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Not So Thin Blood Chronicle. Are We Dead Yet? This is Season 2, Episode 7, Say It's Just a Nightmare. Let's meet our nightmarish vampires, starting with April.
Hi, I'm April Brown. I am also known as the Tabletop Geek on Instagram and TikTok. And I will be playing Ruby, the very, very sad Hakata.
Az?
Hi, I'm Az. I'm as I was on all the social media because I think I'm funny. I'm going to be playing Sawyer Jameson, who is also having sad boy hours because everything is a lie.
Harry?
Hi, I'm Harry, also known as SalubriCat on Twitter, and other places occasionally, but mostly Twitter. And I will be playing Galen, the Salubri who's frankly doing his best to keep everything from exploding.
The Grand Strand does not need any more explosions, as we established. Josh?
Hi, I'm Josh, or Strange Adventures, or GamingFTL, depending on where you look, and or even Pod by Night. Yeah, I'm going to be playing Hunter, the Ravnos, who is more than willing to make more things explode, despite his Salubri friend.
Luna?
Hi, I'm Luna, or Druidbynight, whichever you prefer. I'm a Druidbynight on all the things, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. I'll be playing Theo, the Tremere, who's doing pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
That's factual. And last but certainly not least, our favorite corpse, Ramos.
Hi, I'm Ramos, found everywhere at Ramonsthenomad. I have a little hair right here that's not cooperating, and now that's all you'll be able to focus on.
As always, this is a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition actual play. We've gone over our safety and our consent, but please check in with yourselves because your safety and well-being is important to all of us who are playing. What is a nightmare to a vampire? Well, there's the sun, that beautiful light you all once loved and ultimately took for granted, that now burns and scorches your body in the most painful way imaginable. There's also those you left behind, your mortal loved ones, who you cannot have in your unlives the way you did when you still drew breath. What will it be like to watch them grow old, get sick, and pass away? Perhaps your nightmare is the beast that dwells within all of you, the unknown, barely controllable monster that urges you to go against everything you ever believed was morally right. Or is it the hunters, the mortals who have taken up arms against anything other than human? It is important to remember that in the world of darkness, death is not the end, and life can get worse after it is over. Our scene begins inside of Stella's home, where all of you spent the day after visiting the wet spot last night. All of you have risen from your day's sleep. Ruby, you have spent the most time here in Stella's home, in the room she's been keeping Esther in, waiting for when Anthony would come and renegotiate, shall we say, her memories of you and her experiences on the Grand Strand. During the last few hours before sunrise, you held Esther in your arms, reassured her that everything would be okay, that you loved her, gave her the tranquilizers Stella left for you in order to ensure Esther remained sleeping during the daytime. Now, as you look down at your fiancée, perhaps for the final time, her eyes fluttering and shaking slightly under her closed lids, you want to give her a moment of pleasure, a moment of peace so badly. You put your fangs into her wrist, forgetting for a fleeting moment that, unlike your friends, the fangs in your mouth give only pain. But as you press them into Esther's flesh, she does not panic or scream. Instead, you hear her sigh deeply, contentedly, her lips curling into an easy smile. Rouse check for me, Ruby.
That's a failure.
So you are going to drink some of Esther's blood. You feel very calm suddenly, can taste the tranquilizers and sedatives in her system. And as you retract your fangs, you notice that Esther has a white streak in her hair, one she didn't have when you arrived last night. And as you look around the room, you notice that the flowers Stella put in this room have almost completely withered away. Even the wooden frames around the pictures on the walls have started to rot around the edges. Sawyer, the early part of your night has been a little bit more exciting. You've spent a lot of time in Stella's kitchen, grabbing all of her pots and cooking down whatever you can find in her house with an almost maniacal glee. You also spent this evening teaching Tex how to do blood sorcery, or thin blood alchemy, rather. They have since left to go feeding, and they have decided that they're going to stay behind to wait with Esther for when Anthony will arrive, because they also have to talk to Anthony about their boon. Something about this, though, Sawyer, about this act of creating things, this experimentation, is a thrill. You feel like this is something that only you can do, that it's only for you. And the thick bloods can suck it, frankly. You have 1 elixir each of your formulae, and a lot of dishes left behind for Stella. Would you make me a rouse check, please, Sawyer? You are...
Yes,
Needed.
failure. Yep, that's true Sawyer fashion. That was 1.
And that puts you at 2 hunger, is that correct?
Yep.
You hear Morgan's voice in your head, of course. I always told you that I loved you, baby. Least you can do is feed me.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, bro. I'll go get you some food. I'm gonna find something.
You know, Stella has a stocked fridge of treated blood packs, but you cannot drink them. Ramón, inside Stella's bedroom, where you spent your day sleep, you're examining your new form in the mirror for the first time since you performed Diablerie and became Nosferatu. You see your twisted form, the grotesque bat-like nature of your face in full glory, or horror. Stella comes up behind you, wraps her arms around your gnarled waist, moving her hands up to your chest, and she asks if you want her to shape your bones and flesh into something more presentable before you go meet with Hunter.
Could you?
As you're standing there in front of the mirror, you feel her hands move with more purpose, more certainty. You feel the bones move, shift downward, straighten. She moves over your face, curves your ears into something much more natural. And as you watch her do this in the mirror, before your eyes, it takes a little bit of time, but you look perfectly ordinary, save for the lack of hair and the greenish-gray tint to your skin. Stella says to you, when you go and see Hunter tonight, don't tell him about us.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want Anthony to find out. Not right now.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Ramón, I've known kindred who are so beautiful, they would make the gods blush. Like Clover. Even Hunter. I mean, he's stunning.
He's a very pretty man.
But a lot of them, on the inside, are callous and cold. And that's really ugly. You're not ugly, Ramón.
It's very sweet of you to say. I hope that... desperately hope that I don't prove you wrong.
Well, promise me you'll come back. And I'll give you the opportunity.
Promise.
You grab Baron Squeakers, who's sleeping in one of Stella's drawers.
Yeah.
You also head out into the main room.
Yeah, I'll don Sawyer's beanie as I depart and make sure Baron Squeakers is comfy.
Mm-hmm. Theo, you are the only one of your coterie who is not inside the home. Instead, you're waiting in Caitlin Longhorn's Escalade. It's difficult for you right now, Theo. Considering the visions you've been having, you more than anyone in the coterie is aware of the gravity of the situation. You've tried to force a premonition, to gather more information, but frustratingly, nothing has come to you. Harley knows what you are, or at least he knows of your kind. Harley is vicious. He has Frankie in his grasp, the key, according to Tom the Thin Blood, to learning of whatever Konanti's weakness is. Time may have already run out. In desperation, you slam your hand down on the horn, hoping your coterie recognizes this uncategorical gesture of yours for the seriousness of the situation. And Sawyer, Ruby, and Ramón, as you all enter into the main part of Stella's home, you all hear the horn blast.
Where's Theo?
Without saying anything, I just run outside to the car.
We're gonna go check, make sure Chris didn't get back in the car.
As Sawyer and Ramón, as you leave the home, you both see something right by the door. It's trash bag. He's looking at you both, and he's holding a card in his hand. He holds it out to you, Sawyer.
Thank you. Belly rubs still, or?
In Nolan's voice, trash bag says, I hope you come back to the wet spot. And then he runs off.
Sawyer, you heard that, right?
Yep, nope, buddy, I did, and
cool.
Ruby, you are unaware
I can't go
of
back.
who trash bag is and what has just happened.
He's a little raccoon, dude.
You just heard a raccoon speak in a man's voice.
He named the bar we went to last night. That doesn't make any more sense than okay, so
okay,
I'll get you caught up while we get in the car.
That'll work.
Now that you all are outside, you see Theo sitting at the driver's side of the car, sitting behind the wheel, looking frustrated, anxious. It's hard to tell.
Theo, you okay?
No, we have things to do. We have things to take care of.
Yeah.
Like now.
Now. Okay. Did anything else happen? Or...
No.
I want to ask if you're okay, but I know that you're not. So here, and Sawyer's gonna hand the card over to Theo after taking a look at it really quick.
What is this?
Trash bag dropped it off.
Okay.
Or Nolan did? Honestly, I don't know. He talked. That's another thing to add to the notes.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. We should go.
Yeah. Y'all want me to drive?
Yes, please. No. Or somebody. I don't care.
I was going to say I can drive. I have the keys.
Okay, go ahead.
You wanna hold Baron Squeakers? Will that make you feel better?
Yeah, that would.
Okay. Come here, buddy. No. Take out this little field mouse and hold him out to Theo and say, just be you. Give comfort. Do the mouse thing.
Baron Squeakers goes, okay.
Cool.
The squeaking's gonna be a lot to get used to, man. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a little weird.
It's not the weirdest thing we've seen. Anyway, seatbelts.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
Theo and Ramón, Ross checks, please.
I'm good.
Success.
All right. Sawyer, before you drive off, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to feed him?
Yeah, we're gonna make a pit stop because I have to pick up the stuff from the hotel, and then we're gonna find someone to eat.
Understood.
Gotta take care of Morgan.
Mm-hmm. Well, that'll take some time. While you all drive, we move our scene to Pirate's Voyage. Hunter, you're in conversation with Caden, as you so often are. And he's showing you the final plans for Pirate's Voyage on the Waccamaw, your brand new riverboat casino. Of course, Caden has heavily suggested that although this is a perfect expansion of your business, he has no issue using it as a tool of war against Kananti and his Sabbat minions. Caden is holding up his tablet and he says, and down here, sir, my friend works up at the Coastal Carolina University. He's the one who made me this robotic hand that I got here.
Oh, man.
And I have fingerprint scanner. You scan your fingerprint, 15-second, escape hatch right there, the whole ship goes up in a ball of flame.
I like it.
I have contingencies for contingency, sir. There's also a place down here where you could keep people if you had to.
Yeah. I was wondering whether it would be useful to transport things and people up and down the river. It's not exactly low profile, but no one's going to try anything. Unless they really want to.
I also have these really annoying DJ Tagger. He dropped off some dubstep remixes for you for the opening ceremonies. He wants to DJ. I don't know if you want to listen to them, but they're all here on this playlist.
Dubstep?
I don't know. Maybe it's all the rage in Chicago.
Have I heard of this lad?
Yes, you have. He performed at Pirates Voyage the night Prince Tenebras proclaimed domain.
Oh, God, he did, didn't he? Well, I don't pretend to like it, but maybe there's some history there that we can lean on. You saw someone lose their head, make a thing of it.
Yes, he still talks about it often, sir. He thought it was the best fun he's had since another time he was on a boat.
Since another... Okay, sounds like a simple kind of guy, so sure, give him the gig.
As you say, sir. As I told you the other night, I did receive a call from Sawyer. Apparently, Ramón has passed. I was never able to get back in contact with them. They have not been back to the hotel, as far as I can tell. So it is a possibility that Ramón is no longer on this side of the final death, so to speak.
Oh, well, I guess that's going to be a real shame for them.
I suppose so. Hopefully, if they are in trouble, they will come back here.
They're Thin Bloods. We know they're in trouble. So I suppose their spirits might be low if we go and see them. We'll see what happens. Thank you. Have they told you anything else?
They ran into some alligators. Apparently, not all of Isaiah's alligators are dead.
Oh, that's actually a good thing.
Yeah, but they killed it.
That's a bad thing. Okay. Well, you seeing Galen tonight?
No. But as you're holding the tablet and sort of very quickly shuffling through DJ Tiger's EDM, dubstep, synth pop remixes, you notice the camera blink. And you see that Galen's powder blue Prius has pulled into Pirates Voyage. And Galen, you pull up sharply to Pirates Voyage. Victoria never came home last night. And of course, she doesn't have a particular fondness for cell phones, especially not the one that you bought her. So she hasn't returned your calls or your texts. You are aware, of course, of how much Victoria is suffering due to the beckoning. She is perhaps your greatest weapon against Kananti, and losing her now would be a devastating or even fatal blow to the hope of defeating him and driving his cancerous ilk out of the Grand Strand. You're here to ask Hunter to help you find her, or to see if he knows where she is. Galen, have you shared with Hunter that Victoria is hearing the beckoning?
It's not something I would intentionally withhold, but it's also very I would say that I have not told Hunter yet, just because I've been busy with other things and it hasn't crossed my mind.
Mm-hmm. Galen, you know the code to enter Pirate's Voyage after hours. And Hunter, you and Caden watch the massive doors push open. And Galen, you see Hunter and Caden casually chatting towards the back of the lobby. And Hunter, you can tell that Galen is here with some sort of purpose. He's walking with purpose. And he looks worried about something, which is never a good sign on Galen's face.
Evening, Baron.
Evening, Hunter. We have a problem.
As expected. How can I help?
So, I don't know if I've told you this or not. I think I haven't. But it was not withheld from you for any reason other than I've been busy. Victoria's been experiencing the beckoning, and I haven't heard back from her in a while, and she's not one for cell phones, so I am concerned about her.
She might have skipped the country.
Yeah, quite possibly.
I could. Caden, have we got anyone we can ask at an airport or a dock?
Yes, sir. If I could just have that tablet back.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I'll get on finding her. If she's still here, it'll be easier, obviously.
Caden's tapping away on the tablet, and then he turns to you, sir, and then he just turns it around. And you see an image of Victoria, the back door. On the camera.
Okay, you owe me a boon. I found your girlfriend.
She's carrying 2 bodies in her arms, and she's completely covered in dirt.
Hunter rushes to the back door and holds it open for her.
Victoria looks like at one time was wearing a white dress, or maybe it is just so covered in dirt you couldn't possibly tell. Walks in barefoot, and she's carrying not 1 but 2 staked bodies. She lays them down on the floor. You can see one of the bodies, someone you do not know, a woman with long dark hair. But the other body you definitely know is the body of Ethan, the child of the prince, who both of you are aware has been seen multiple times in the presence of Baron Canati.
Okay. Victoria, first of all, glad to see you. I'm glad you're okay. What the fuck?
I brought the bodies.
Yep. Yeah. I can tell that. Why? For what reason?
This is Ethan, Prince Dean's child. This woman is named Caitlin Longhorn. I don't know who she is, what she's affiliated with.
Did you stake her, or was she just
Yes,
there?
I did. I staked them both.
All right. And you brought them here for...
Well, I thought you might want to ask questions of the man responsible for blowing up most of the Camarilla.
Yes, that is a good assumption.
And she was having a meeting with him.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
That's interesting.
You might have to ask Sawyer and Ramón and the other people. They were with me.
Wow.
All right, let's call them up.
Hunter, how many dots in insight do you have?
4.
What's an insight, please?
That is 5 plus a messy crit.
Mm-hmm. It certainly is a messy critical. Then you're only going to increase your hunger by 1.
Oh no.
So you look at Victoria. You've known Victoria for a while. You've seen her do incredible things. You've seen her turn into birds. You've seen her turn into mist. Control flocks of birds. Crack the very ground at your feet. One thing you've never seen her do is tremble. And she is trembling.
Yeah, at that point, I am going to... she's put the bodies down at this point, right?
Yes.
I am going to like pick up a rag or a piece of cloth or something and just very gently start to like clean the mud off of her arm and ask, now, I'm going to assume that you're not afraid of someone. So it would be good to know how I can help you if you are the shake in your hand is unmistakable.
She looks down at her hand and immediately puts it behind her back. Hunter, do you have somewhere I can be safe here in this building?
And there is both a basement and my own personal haven, which you're, of course, free to use.
Yes. And she looks at you, Galen. Galen, does he know?
I just told him.
The calling is very strong tonight. I need someone to stake me down for the night, or I will leave. I know I will leave. And I do not want to leave until Kononti is eliminated, and then she looks at you, Galen, and then I can rest.
Yes.
With that many
Alright.
successes, Hunter, you are aware that Victoria is speaking metaphorically.
Yeah, Hunter is not encouraged by any of this information, but I'll go and find you a stake, Galen.
It's no need. You see that Caitlin looks like she was staked with the pole of a 4-poster bed. Victoria knocks a piece of it off and holds it out. She holds it out to you, Galen. Take me to your safe room. Do it there.
Of course. All right, then I will do that. We'll go down to the safe room.
Hunter, can you and Caden carry the bodies?
Yeah, of course. I pick one up.
Follow her down to the basement.
Yeah,
Victoria.
I will stand guard.
Mm-hmm. You watch Victoria pull Galen in, kiss him, and with her other hand, she takes the stake in his and plunges it into her own heart. And then she does not stir, does not move.
How are you doing, Galen?
I'd be lying if I said this didn't all bother me, but I can handle it.
Okay.
I believe we have 2 prisoners to interrogate. And some people to get in contact with.
Yes, sir. Caden, could you get Sawyer or one of them Thin Bloods on the blower, and we will find a secure place for these 2.
Yes, sir. There's dust all over the lobby, sir. I just had everything steam cleaned.
I'm sure we can afford to have that done again. I'm sorry.
Sawyer and the rest of the coterie, you arrive at the hotel. What are you taking from here?
Pretty much everything that we brought with us. Also getting into Tex's car to get all of our stuff out of it now that Sawyer has the keys, and the bag that we got from Mr. Tulip that has been in Sawyer's possession because Sawyer has to return that.
I assume everyone changes clothes into things that they had brought with them from Georgia.
Yep.
And as you close the door, Sawyer, and lock it, you receive a phone call.
Do I recognize the number?
You certainly do. It is Caden.
Perfect. Sawyer's gonna pick up the phone. Hi, Caden.
Yes, Sawyer. Hello. I am calling on behalf of Mr. Pirot. Please, would you have time this evening? I understand that you are most likely suffering from the recent loss of Mr. Flores. Would you please consider coming to Pirate's Voyage so we may pay our respects to the dead?
Oh, actually, you were right, Caden. You were right about the whole thing. I do appreciate that you told us, who we could talk to. Did you get a chance to talk to Hunter for me?
I'm so sorry. I did not. And I really need to call a cleaning
okay.
service quickly. If you could just come here and speak with Hunter and Baron Galen themselves, I would appreciate it.
Very good. We needed to talk to Galen, actually. Do you need me to call the cleaning service? I can do that.
Caden has hung up.
Every time. Hey guys, Caden called. We're meeting with Galen and Hunter. So
Oh, fuck.
Are we in trouble? That feels like we're in trouble.
I'm pretty sure we are. I was supposed to. We'll talk about that later, actually.
3 out of 4 of us probably. I mean, Victoria kept talking about we're lucky that we're not in Camarilla territory and all that. But
do you think she?
I have a feeling what we did is not acceptable in any of these bullshit social groups.
Okay, but did you think that she told them? Like, we didn't. She didn't seem like she was like.
Doesn't seem like the narc type.
Yeah, she didn't seem like a narc, but she also didn't seem like very like. She seemed very understanding.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do something to us, think about it. Is there really anything we can do to stop them?
I'm not gonna let that happen.
Yeah,
if there's anything that the Baron and this rich asshole that runs his own pirate club wants to do to us, you know what I mean, Sawyer. If they're gonna kill us, they're gonna kill us.
No,
even if we run.
That's the thing, though.
We're just buying ourselves a night or two.
Dude, fuck their titles. Like, that doesn't make them gods. Like, it's just like, I mean, look at I could beat the president's ass. Let's be absolutely honest here, okay? Like, just because he's president doesn't mean anything. Baron doesn't mean anything. It just means you have some land.
Is this the whole god complex kicking it again with
no
Jesus thing?
No, I'm being serious.
Okay. Okay, all right. I don't know what all the things do to you, so I'm checking on you guys to make sure you're okay. Right?
We're good.
I care. Okay.
For the first time, I'm not angry. I don't know what I am, but I'm willing to accept whatever fate comes next.
Okay, we're gonna check back in with that in a little while. What's the plan? Because Victoria knows, Stella knows, Saul knows, but fuck Saul.
Should we be careful about this? Should we
We don't have to flat out say anything when we go there, but if they find out,
should we send to gauge how did Caden seem like he was upset? Did Caden seem like he was there yelling in the background? Was there any signifier?
They need to call a cleaning service, which it doesn't seem like it's gonna go well. If it's the kind of cleaning service that we talked about earlier.
Okay,
but it's.
Should we send Baron Squeakers ahead and see if have him report back, see how mad Hunter is?
How about I go in, because I didn't, and we'll go from there. Also, it doesn't seem like Victoria, lies. So
she's a pretty straight shooter.
But she also said she didn't want to talk to Hunter, so
mixed bag.
I don't know what happened, and I guess we're gonna just walk in and find out.
We'll send you in with the bag, and what the hell, we'll take Baron Squeakers with you just in case.
Yeah, and then
we make a great team, honestly. So yeah.
We do. We should do it now. Yes.
Yeah, you guys handled that really well.
Roster, please.
Oh, fantastic.
What is happening?
I fail.
Mm-hmm. Your beast grows in your mind. You don't need to hear Harley's voice because another premonition comes to you.
Fantastic.
Sitting here in the car with all of your friends. You see the upside down house in your mind. You see it a little bit more fully now. It's a little bit more clear. You see someone walking the halls. Looks like a SWAT team member. And they're carrying a large 12-gauge shotgun. They aim it at you, fire, then you come back to yourself.
We need to go. We need to, whatever we're doing, we need to do it.
Okay,
All right.
do we need to eat before we go? Because every time we say we can eat later, someone ends up eating somebody else.
I'm good for now.
I'm fine.
Okay. Let's go. And Sawyer starts the car. Definitely not going to go wrong at all. And kind of reaches over, squeezes Theo's hand. It's going to be okay.
She'll squeeze back, but kind of weakly. And after a moment of silence in the car, she would say, I had another vision.
What about
Same stuff or
the house again?
The house again.
Fuck.
and
And
Frankie and Harley.
some sort of SWAT, special ops, I don't know, person shooting me with a shotgun, but it wasn't, I mean, obviously it wasn't me. Whenever the last vision I had was through Harley's eyes, so I don't know what's happening. But we need to figure it out fast, and we need to take care of it.
And maybe Hunter and Galen, they should probably know that there's some vampire killers in town. They would probably appreciate that.
Well, yeah, we need to talk to the Baron about that, and then the house, and because, oh, Ruby, you didn't. And Sawyer's gonna kind of pat down the pocket and be like, I think Tex took it with him. Tex saw the house too, actually, Ruby.
When they went to that place?
When they did the sidestep, they came back with this picture. They said it was moving and talking to them. It didn't, though. It was just a picture for us. But we need to let someone know who can help.
Then let's let the guys in charge know.
Yeah. All right, let's go. And Sawyer's just gonna book it there.
Yeah.
It is a short trip across a 4-lane highway. You sort of have to just, what is the old phrase, gun it and run it? Across the 4-lane highway to get to Pirate's Voyage, just as Caden did when he dropped you off at the hotel, which seems like a lifetime ago. Hunter, is there anything you'd like to discuss with Galen before the supposed Thin Bloods arrive?
Sort of, but it's not fully related to anything that is going on here.
Certainly doesn't need to be.
Yeah, we got time.
Galen, I have had unusual experiences as of late, and I know that you and your clan have a history with a certain Golconda.
Yes.
Do you remember that time that Cananti ate that woman in a wine basement?
I do.
Well, I really let my my beast take control of my hunger, take control of me then. And I said and did some things that I'm not proud of. But I think through that intense hunger and fighting it, I have come to an understanding of it. It's like the worst person you know has made a very, very good point. And it may not be whatever people refer to as Golconda, but I feel a connection and a peace that has allowed me to suppress my hunger on occasion. I just
That's good.
wanted to know if you had any wise words for me.
Well, I don't know about wise words. I can tell you, I'm glad you're telling me this. And, anything said while under influence of the beast can be forgiven. It happens to all of us. So, honestly, I'm glad you feel comfortable telling me this, and I'm happy for you.
Well, I believe this is Anthony's influence. He said we need to talk more, and I have recently set into the wild a bunch of very young, inexperienced kindred. We've all made the same mistakes, really.
Yes. I've had contact with at least one of them.
What kind of vibe did you get?
I got the vibe that he was troubled with his new situation and struggling to find his place. I think we reached an agreement, though. I trust him.
Okay, that's good. I was worried that Canante's plans were immutable. And they'd end up falling in with that lot.
Well, even if his plans are immutable, doesn't mean we can't try our best to make sure they're not.
That doesn't make sense, but I think I know what you mean.
Yes, what I'm trying to say is, Nanti's immensely powerful, but if we operate with fear of his power and assume that he will always be one step ahead of us, we won't get anything done. We have to put our best foot forward and, I guess, try to convince them the old-fashioned way. And I think I had some luck with that one.
Good. Well, Baron, I hope that the Anarchs have a place for them, if they choose to accept.
Of course. As long as I'm here, I'll make sure nothing happens to them.
Galen,
that's very sweet. I'm gonna get the guns.
Could I
That's
get
a good idea.
a rouse check from you as well, please?
Yes, you may. Press the rouse button and see what happens.
That's a failure, I believe.
Yeah, that's a
Certainly
failure.
You hear the voice, of course, of your beast in your head. Dear sister, Bethany. Come on, brother. It's about time. He's talking about Golconda. We know about Golconda. Taste his blood, see if he's the real deal. Come on.
Bethany, if you weren't inside my head, I'd kill you again.
You didn't even kill me the first time.
That's true. I had someone else do it, but that's generally more my style.
Yeah. Let everybody else do all your killing for you, don't you, Galen?
Well, specialization is how the modern world works.
Shut up and take a drink.
No.
Caden comes running over to you. Sir, sorry, can't get in touch with the steamers. It's too late at night. A nice black Escalade has just pulled up. I believe this may be Sawyer. I believe that maybe they got a car. I don't know. It's nice. It's really nice.
Oh. How long has it been since I last saw them? Pardon?
A week.
A week. Okay, that's interesting. You'd
think it would have been longer, but you'd be wrong.
We do so good.
That's the term we want to use.
I'm gonna throw open the doors and wait for them to come in.
Perfect.
I will be going as well.
Okay, so Hunter, Galen, go to the doors. Galen, Hunter, your brother, you throw the doors open. A big, grand welcoming back of these Thin Bloods. Hunter, you rolled a significant amount of successes for Wits and Insight. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Galen, would you roll me Wits and Insight as well?
Will do.
And I need everybody, save for Sawyer, to roll me a Composure and Subterfuge roll, please.
2 successes.
That's not going to beat Hunter's roll. Hunter's significantly high roll.
2 successes.
Sawyer's fine. Sawyer ain't got nothing to worry about.
5 successes.
That's a little bit better.
I'm a liar.
That's a little bit better. It still doesn't beat Hunter's, though.
Fuck.
Hunter, you had what, 7 successes?
Yeah.
Damn.
Very insightful. What you, Theo?
Oh, 2.
Okay, so here's what happens. All of you exit out the car. You can all see Hunter waiting for you. You see this other person that, Ramón, only you recognize as the Baron, the Anarch Baron of the Grand Strand, Galen Somnus. And Galen, you notice that Ramón looks different. He doesn't look like he did the night that you met him. The night that you met him, he was suffering from a flaw of his blood. He was putrefying in front of you. He was leaking, was very grotesque. But now he just seems to have a greenish, grayish tint to his skin. But other than that, he looks perfectly ordinary. He doesn't actually have the same type of facial features that you remember, which is very strange. But Hunter, my very insightful Ravnos, you notice that not only does Ramón look entirely different from the last time that you saw him, Theo looks different. You can tell that she is not moving and acting the way she did, the way a thin blood likely would, that adjustment to being halfway between life and death. She walks with the confidence of any thick blood you ever knew. And especially Ruby, you know that whatever has happened or whatever Ruby has done, her soul is very damaged. And she has a glint about her, glint in the eye, an aura about her where she seems less than human. Sawyer, however, seems perfectly the same.
So, with that information, he yells across the car park and he's like, "Come on in, all of you, come on. It's very comfortable inside."
We didn't. Why was it? Why is he at the door? Why was he at the door?
Because he owns the place. Ramón, buddy, you gotta breathe.
Fuck.
It's gonna be fine.
I'm gonna go get the bag, and Sawyer's gonna run around to the back of the car, grab the bag, and wave at Hunter. One sec, I gotta grab Anthony's stuff.
That's okay. You need a hand?
No, I got it, boss.
Is it just me, Hunter? Do they seem nervous?
They have done some very stupid things.
Well,
They,
we're no strangers to stupid things, unfortunately.
I really don't know how to feel about this in the moment, but I don't think they're Thin Bloods anymore. Sawyer's definitely the same, but they've changed.
Interesting. That's... We'll ask them about that then.
Yeah, we will.
And yes, we can also say that all of you would notice that it looks like Ruby has a little of what the humans might call Bell's palsy on her face. Not entirely sure what that's from. So as all of you enter into Pirate's Voyage, Sawyer carrying the bag, you see that there is a large amount of dirt all over the floor. And Caden just is grumbling at it, is trying to figure out if he has a vacuum that can handle this amount of dirt. He doesn't acknowledge any of you right away.
Well, make yourselves comfortable. We have we have a little bit of blood if you are interested, and it seems you need our help. Oh, this is the esteemed Baron, Galen Somnus.
Good to meet most of you.
Oh, lovely to meet you.
Good to see one of you.
Good to see you again, boss.
Yeah, Sawyer's gonna reach out a hand to Galen. I've heard a lot about you, actually. Victoria said some... I'm not sure they were nice things, but they were good.
That's Victoria for you. So, speaking of, Victoria recently came in with 2 freshly staked individuals. What's that all about?
She helped us with one of our personal issues.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a lot to unpack.
We've
That's
been meaning to
at
call
the
you.
end. I've been trying to call you. I didn't mean to. I should have called
You
you
can
way
all
sooner, Hunter.
relax.
I'm so sorry. Like I should have immediately after I made the deal with Anthony. I should have called you.
Listen, I don't plan on killing anybody here tonight. You can all relax. Tell me what happened. I've been made aware that you are no longer Thin Bloods, which is of interest to me. Tell me what happened.
Starting from where?
Yeah, the beginning would probably be the best part. Which
Where do you think it's important for me to start from?
Penanti's alive.
I figured as much.
Okay. Ethan took us to see him.
All right.
Saul.
So,
We ran into Saul. Sawyer here punched him in the face, and then he lured us back to the hospital to where I got into a fight with one of his lackeys, and I ate him.
Saul had someone very important to us, and was tormenting her, torturing her. So we had to return to the hospital, and that's where all this happened.
Which we got that taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
It's not entirely taken care of. He fled the city, but he's still alive.
I meant the masquerade break. The masquerade break is completely taken care of. No one knows. You can check with Anthony. I'm the one that made the deal with him.
Well, that's good, because frankly, we're operating by wartime rules here. Now, normally wartime rules means things get harsher, but I am in a position where I can't exactly be executing people left and right. We need everybody we can get. Now, don't interpret my mercy in this circumstance as approval of your behavior. Obviously, I disapprove of this. And if you do it again, then you will be dealt with swiftly and violently.
That's fair.
But
Fair enough.
we all make mistakes, and we need you. We need everyone we can get. So for now, and for the foreseeable future, unless action taken by any of you jeopardizes that, you're in the clear.
Thank you.
You're all welcome here, and you're all safe here.
Appreciate
So,
it.
It seems that you are deeper into this side of the city than we are. I was thinking you might have something you want to accomplish.
We've got a few things we need to accomplish.
Yes,
Theo, a
actually.
question. Did you bring the picture with you?
I did.
Just checking.
Yes, there's a lot that needs to be taken care of, including hunters, actually. Vampire hunters.
Hunters.
Again?
Fuck.
Some sort of upside down house.
Yeah, they talked about an inquisition.
There's hunters torturing Kindred, including Frankie, actually, in some
Good.
upside down house.
And we need him.
We do need him. I don't know if you guys had plans for him, but we made boons. We have boons we owe. One is to you, Hunter. Another is to Tom. And then another to Razor.
We racked up some debts.
It's been a long week.
Sounds like it. How can we be of assistance?
Hunter and Galen, like to roll me another wits and insight roll. I need to know what you know about the upside down house they're talking about. Now we know that Isaiah and Dean know a lot about the upside down house, but what do Galen and Hunter know? Hunter, you know what the upside down house is. You remember it when it was built. You remember that the Baron at the time, Victoria's sire, thought it was so cool, such a big deal. It was a bunch of kindred came in and wanted to build a haunted house, and they wanted him to come in there and, you know, sort of pay homage to him in some big way. And the next thing you remember is that the Baron died in that house.
I do remember that.
Hunter, you know that Astrid told you that that is where she died and where she was embraced. And Galen, you definitely remember hearing stories from Isaiah at one point or another to never, ever go in that house. That he saw the ghosts of his past in that house. And both of you know that that house was the last place Saul was seen as a Thin Blood. There is nothing good you've ever heard about this house, and you definitely never thought that you would have to go anywhere near it.
The Thin Bloods seem to have a way to where they can use Frankie to get as close as they can to Kanati.
This Tom?
That.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead, Hunter.
No, I remember one of the Thin Bloods, Tom, mentioning something about this.
When you say get close to Kanati, what do you mean?
Tom and I are gonna eat Frankie and find out what his weakness is.
Well, we don't need to eat him to do that, but
Well, his ash, like it's a whole alchemy thing.
Thin Blood bullshit.
all right.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
Sounds like a plan.
Hunter, I have two questions for you.
Yeah?
Would you like to call Tom to get any more information about this? And would you like to call anyone specific, of a specific nature, to assist you with this?
I would like to call Tom because I need to make sure that if we kill Frankie, it's not game over.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. I suppose Sawyer would know as well. And I think I am not.
It is entirely up to you.
I am just going to message the other person. Are you on Broadway this evening?
Let's deal with the call with Tom first. Tom picks up the phone immediately. What can I do for you, boss?
I got Sawyer here saying you need
Oh, they
to...
got Frankie for me?
Not yet. That's what we're working on tonight. So I need to make sure that there are no stipulations as to his capture that you require before we do your mumbo jumbo.
Well, I'd prefer him alive. If you bring him to me dead, bring him to me quick, so he doesn't start, decomposing and shit. I need to burn him up in my incinerator.
That is extremely disappointing. Okay, fine.
Look, I got it worked out now. It's gonna work. You know how some of you thick bloods go into a thing called memoriam?
I've heard of it.
Well, I'm gonna do a thing. Call it a chemically induced flashback. We're gonna find out where Kananti's heart is. And I ain't being hyperbolic, boss. He don't keep it in his chest.
Of course he doesn't.
You could cut his head off, disassemble him in a million pieces. You don't get that heart, you don't get him. We're gonna find out where he keeps it.
Good. Okay, well, I will let you have your 80s montage later. I will let you know as soon as we're done.
I hope so. Or we might be fighting Kananti for the next 50 years.
Yeah, fuck that. Good night.
Good night. As you close the conversation with Tom, there is a message. I am where you need me to be, if this is your favor, is the response.
You know what? No, I think we can do it without them. But I will ask, how quickly can they be there?
Their answer is the same. As quickly as you need me to be, if this is your favor.
God damn. Fuck. Okay, yeah, not calling in. I'm extremely angry, but I have some faith. So, yeah, I turn around to the others. Yes, alive is preferable, it seems, for your ritual.
I've been seeing this upside down house in visions. I've had 3, 4 now. I'm losing count. I see someone from my past as a human dealing out the torture, burning crosses onto kindred, branding them with this imagery, and some sort of SWAT looking individual attacking whoever's in this upside down house. I don't know what that means.
Like I've talked to a bunch of people, so I know you probably know what's going on, but here's these back because we didn't follow through. And Sawyer's gonna put all of that on the table and kind of push it towards Hunter.
I'm gonna look through.
Some of these grenades, are these like Willy Pete's? Are they white phosphorus? Or?
It's a red mist, actually, is what Anthony said.
Oh,
yeah.
Those. Yep, those.
Galen, you would have no idea what those are.
Yeah, that's why I'm. Yeah.
But Hunter,
Sounds
back
scary.
in Tabor City, after the fight with Kananti, all the Anarchs gathered just over the border to regroup.
Mm-hmm.
You met someone when you were talking with your sire, Irina, named Chris the Seer. He gave you a premonition or prophecy. What he said to you was, yes, of course. It's so simple. The solution is the red mist, the dragon, and the knight, and the red mist. What that means, you don't know.
Well, we know the
But it's interesting, Sawyer, to bring up red mist.
It sounds like that might be our solution. Whatever that means.
Mr. Tulip said it was our Hail Mary and that we shouldn't use it unless it was absolutely necessary, but you look a little upset, and I still don't understand what the house is exactly. I got a half idea on Inquisition.
They are dangerous vampire hunters with a lot of very scary equipment. That's all you need to know. They will probably not be able to tell Sawyer that you are kindred, but the rest of us are very much in their sights. So, it's not all power and swagger.
There is a dossier in there, Sawyer, at the very bottom of the bag. If you would like to pull it out, I believe you did not look completely in the bag because you did miss something the first time you received these weapons.
Yeah. Sawyer's gonna pull that out and go over it.
You see words like basal ganglia. You're not entirely sure what that word means. But it says preventative shapeshifting in the notes. You see another word that says sunrise grenade. Another one says Valarium canisters. And then assorted crossbows, stakes, and Ralphus rounds. You can give that dossier to Hunter or Galen if you wish, or you can not.
It goes to Hunter, actually. Hunter
Thank
obviously knows exactly what's going on. Sawyer's told him.
Obviously. Hunter knows exactly what's going on with Sawyer.
And yeah, Hunter's not gonna pretend that he doesn't know what's going on. So
Love it.
he nods and looks through.
Yeah, there you go, boss.
Thank you. This right. I am going to take the meanest looking weapon for myself. And then
Galen, you have
Theo-
dots in academics, is that correct?
I do.
You have dots in occult?
Let me check that. I believe. Yes, I do.
Either intelligence and academics or intelligence and occult as you look over Hunter's shoulder, look at the dossier. Oh, that's a lot of successes. 4 successes.
Hey.
You are
Yeah.
certain that whatever these weapons are will hurt you should you use them.
Yeah. Still good to have.
anyone that
Ralph's pistols.
Yeah.
Empty.
Ralphos, if anyone wants some, take it. I also have more mundane weapons available. We just need to be prepared before people in armor and with very big guns start shooting at us.
Are we going to be okay using these? Are we...
Almost certainly not. Just stay out of their effective range would be my advice.
Copy.
These are made to kill us.
Understood.
Right. If I remember right, Anthony said that it might not affect us with one of them, but I guess it's just me now.
Yeah.
So
Still, it's worth being careful. We don't know the effects. So, Hunter, I guess we can take them to the armory if they need anything more conventional, perhaps some body armor.
That might be
I
useful
see you
to
have
you,
an arm.
Sawyer.
yeah, I mean I can get thrown out of a moving truck, but I don't know how I'd do against a bullet to the heart. Yeah.
It's best not to find out.
None of you all look ready. I'm just gonna say that now.
To be fair, we were... I can't speak for everybody, but me personally, I was hoping to use these against Kananti, not against hunters. Just... I've been kind of fixated this whole time, if I'm being absolutely honest.
Well, if we're going to get into a position to use them against Kananti, we're going to have to use them.
Is
We
this...
don't have to take all of them with us. Kananti will feel what these things do, but I am not talking about equipment. Everyone's got a sour look on their face, and I'm not going to pretend that I've liked what you've done. This is very important, not only for your revenge on Frankie or whatever you wish to do with him, but for the future of the Grand Strand. I want you to know that even though you might not be feeling that great, now, more than any other time, is the time to step up and look after each other. So if you have anything to say, I would do it before the bullets start flying.
It's like we said, it's been a long week. Oh, the woman in the wherever Victoria put her. Her name's like Caitlin Longhorn. She's a La Sombra. She met with the prince. I forgot to tell you that, or met with one of the prince's people.
There's a lot to catch up on.
That's pretty much it for me. Actually, I've said all I need to say. I think.
Do you think they have any helpful information regarding this upside down house?
I actually don't know.
All right.
I mean, Longhorn, me personally, I don't think so. The prince's child, maybe.
Yeah, Ethan.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ethan picked us up and took us to Kananti. I think Caitlin mainly came here for me.
This is going to be really stupid to ask. but especially because you said don't do it again. But it sounds like we're going up against people that are very powerful and they're designed to kill us. These hunters are supposed to be... I don't know how dangerous these guys are. But we fought Caitlin, and she was nothing to scoff at.
Well, then we'll keep the stake in her for now.
That's my point, though. We have to look at all of our resources, don't we?
You think we could take Caitlin and...
He's talking about diablerie, Galen.
Well...
What? We just went over this.
She was...
Like, so Sawyer's gonna turn to Ramón.
She was petrifying me with a touch. Sawyer, that sounds pretty fucking useful right now.
She ruined your life.
Ramón? I don't often give commands or make ultimatums, but when I do, I'm serious about them. You are not to diablerize again. None of you are.
It is unfair of us to say what not to do without explaining why. Let me tell you, I have seen a lot of Thin Bloods tempted to escape their difficulties by eating thicker-blooded kindred, and I have never seen it go well for them. I'm very close with someone who has done that, and she was lucky that there were people in power to protect her, but I am not sure the adverse effects on whatever is left of our souls is something that she can ever get back. So, I really do not blame you for trying. This is a warning that every time you do it, you will lose something of yourselves and the people that you love, as I'm sure you found out this week.
Is that why I feel so numb, except when I see potential death?
Likely.
The reason.
I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I hear your order loud and clear, Baron. It was just a thought.
I know. I don't hold it against you for putting it forward. We do, after all, need to do whatever we can to win, but for your own well-being, and for that of everybody around you, we just can't be doing that. Like Hunter said, there are consequences, and we are spread thin already. We don't need another problem.
Loud and clear.
And if we unstaked her and tried to get her to help, she made it pretty clear that she intends to pull Frankie apart from the inside out, and anybody else who
She's kind of the
caused
worst.
this. Yeah.
Well, I suppose in an emergency we could unstake her and throw her through the front door, but I don't like that idea. And I'd rather leave her in Hunter's care.
I have an ace in the hole. You're not going to like it if we have to use it, though.
Alright.
That's good to know.
What is it?
I'd rather not say.
I trust Hunter. If he doesn't want to disclose, I'm sure we don't need to know it.
A dangerous friend. Let's put it that way.
We've met a couple of those this week, too.
Yeah, I've got some more to discuss with you if I survive this, I suppose.
So uncertain.
Yeah.
You all seem so scared. It's only natural, of course. I mean, we're going headfirst into the unknown, and not just the unknown. What we do know of that unknown is that there are forces in there that will do their absolute best to kill us, and are more than equipped and trained to do so. So, let me give you my assurance. Hunter and I will do everything in our power to keep you safe. We will equip you with the best equipment we have. We will go with you. We can't promise your safety. That would be a lie if we were to. But what we can do is promise that we will do our best to ensure it. We have your backs as long as you have ours.
You got me, boss.
Yeah, I mean, we already made the deals we made. Like, we're in this, or at least I am. So
We ain't got much else left to lose, so
this is home now, and
Speaking of
it's our job to keep
Be ready to
our
fight
home
later.
safe.
speaking of home, again, after all of this, I would like to humbly request proper domain. We're kind of just bouncing all over like transients, so it'd be nice to have a place that's ours.
If you make it through this, you'll get it.
sweet.
Now let's get these people some guns.
And food.
Follow me. Oh, yeah.
No, okay. We like. Sawyer's gonna turn to the rest of the coterie. We cannot
Hayden.
go in there hungry.
Hayden comes in, having been in the back of the lobby this whole time. Yes, I preemptively talked to Ike after the first time this happened, and I do have someone coming by who is very wealthy, who enjoys the stuff. Yes,
You're already
Sawyer.
the best coworker I've ever had. Top tier.
I am not your coworker, Sawyer. Anyway,
Yeah.
yes, we'll get some food. I'll show everyone to the armory. Sir, I'm staying here with Victoria, right?
Oh, yeah.
Victoria's here. Is she okay?
She's fine.
Okay.
Right. Yes, so everyone follow me. Let's go. Caden puts on his best tour guide persona and starts ushering these Thin Bloods through to the armory.
I'm gonna grab Ruby's hand if I can, and kind of just hold until everyone else has walked through, so we can walk behind everyone, if that's okay.
Mhm.
Hey, we're kind of, things are moving kind of quick, but I do want to check with you if you're okay. You went to spend the night with Esther, and no one's really asked if that's okay or if that was okay.
Yeah. Esther's good. She's gonna go back to Boston, and she's going to be the best doctor there is, and she's going to live a long and happy life, and she's not going to have to watch me become a monster. So I'm good.
Are you okay? It's a dumb
I don't-
question.
I am at the point to where, no offense, Galen, but you were wrong about looking scared. I'm not scared. I'm not. Because if I go out, fuck it. I know y'all are worried about how I sound. If I can take some assholes with me, now that'll be cool. I'm not actively looking to get killed or anything like that, but you want a soldier, fuck it. I'm strong enough to do it. And if I die,
As Ruby addresses you, Galen, you do notice that, as I said before, her face looks like she's suffering from Bell's palsy, which is not a thing that Kindred can or should suffer from. So you gather that she is injured.
Mm-hmm.
Gather, of course, also that she knows how to heal herself, as she is no longer a Thin Blood. But it's likely she was too injured to continue healing herself this evening.
Two things. Ruby,
Hmm.
If you're going to fight with us, I would rather have you fighting for a reason beyond fuck it. This is immensely important, not just to us, but to you and to your friends. If you really believe just fuck it, I don't think you would be here. And I don't think you're as resigned to becoming a monster as you put on.
Well, Doc, I don't know how you fix the fact I'm a Hakata now. And I'm a Hakata because I didn't fucking listen to Sawyer the first time around, but you know what the Hakata are like, right? I mean, you're older than I am. About how they are with death.
Yes.
How do you not become a monster from that?
That is I mean, you're right, it's a difficult proposition. But, again, you might as well walk into the sunlight if you're just hopeless, right? There's always a chance, as long as you, I would say as long as your heart's still beating, but I don't think that applies anymore.
I get the metaphor.
Yeah. Listen, also, you are injured.
Yeah, I don't feel too great.
Let me help you.
Rouse check before you use the Laren. Galen.
Yeah. This is, of course, if you would like to be hit.
Yeah.
All right. Hold still.
None of you are aware that there is a clan of vampires, that you grow hungrier. Of course, Galen. Look, now we're here. Now we got a whole buffet, brother. So pick one and let's chow down. I am sick of you starving me every night.
You can fuck off.
You first. 3 successes. So none of you are aware that there is any clan of vampire that can perform any type of healing except for you, Theo. Because you met one last night. Of course, they didn't heal you in any sort of physical way. But they did heal you emotionally.
Raise the vibe.
Yes. And Ruby, as Galen touches you, you suddenly become aware that underneath his long bangs, there is a third eye under there. And it stares at you deeply, to your soul. And you feel a light extending from it, covering your body, permeating your body, blooming in your chest, in your mind. And you may heal 2 points of aggravated damage. But of course, Galen, as you do this, your third eye gushes with blood, and everyone around you can see it, can smell it. And Theo, now you realize that when Levi healed you the way that he did, he must have been bleeding from a third eye. All of you smell it. It smells amazing. Everyone arouse check, please.
Oh no.
Harry's so
Love
pleased
it.
with himself.
I don't know if
Hunter.
pleased with myself is the term I would use.
Hunter,
but
you've tasted this blood and you know how good it is.
I don't know what you mean.
Boss. I know we're searching for inner peace, but that doesn't mean we can indulge, does it?
This is not the kind of indulgence that we need right now.
Or is it?
I keep saying this, but later.
I'll hold you to it, boss. Anyone else?
Success.
Get it.
Success.
Nope. We
Awesome. 3 hunger.
Yep.
Me too.
Baby, you promised. You promised you were going to feed me, and now there's blood literally flowing like wine off of that guy's head. You gotta feed me, please.
We don't want to end up in that situation
Please.
again. There's food on the way.
Please.
I promise. I'm gonna take care of you. I promise. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I couldn't take care of you. I'm so sorry.
And you, Ruby, did you roll? Did you get hungrier?
No, my hunger is awesome tonight, apparently.
Well, not only is your hunger awesome, but your face feels awesome. You feel all of these atrophied muscles in your face suddenly return to the way they should be. And you have to admit, that is nothing Kananti did for you. And that is where we're going to take a very short break. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Are We Dead Yet? Our Vampire the Masquerade Not So Thin Blood Chronicle. When we left off, the Thin Blood Coterie, or the Not So Thin Blood Coterie, met up with the Thick Blood Coterie, or Blood on the Grand Strand, and, well, they need their help, as is the usual case. They need their help finding Frankie inside the Upside Down House, which is the only name that it's been called, that most of them know it by, which left Galen and Hunter feeling at unease and worried, and neither of them really want to go in this house for the stories they've heard, but they are going to. So, in the car, I imagine everyone is not squeezing into the Escalade. I believe, unless you all want to squeeze into the Escalade.
There's 6 of us, and Escalade can easily fit that many.
We've got our own
Sawyer,
cars.
Apparently
Yeah.
Galen wants to.
Let's.
I mean, Sawyer offers to drive everybody. It's their job.
I will take my Prius, though.
Strategically, we should probably bring more than one vehicle. We don't have a great track record.
Really,
No, that's right.
No.
we probably should actually
Hunter,
grab
would
Texas
you-
car too.
Would you like to ride your restored Mustang that Caden recently purchased for you?
Absolutely.
All right.
Not
What
many
color?
seats in that one.
What color is it?
Oh, it is a midnight blue.
Mm-hmm. So, everyone, Galen alone, Hunter alone, and the not so thin bloods in Caitlin Longhorn's Escalade. I believe Ramón, you wanted to speak with someone.
Yeah. Theo, do you mind if I get Baron Squeakers back?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she looks a little disappointed, but she'll hand him back off.
Yeah. Do you see he's nice, right?
He's so nice.
Are you I'm just gonna come out and say it. Are you good? You seemed a little short earlier.
Well, I would like these visions to stop. My ex-boyfriend is branding our kind with crosses, and now apparently we're going up against military grade vampire hunters. So no, I'm not doing that great, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. You and I haven't talked a whole lot. I mean, all of us haven't talked a whole lot since coming here, but if you ever need anything, you know I'm here, right?
I know. I have problems asking.
I know, and I know Sawyer is I don't know. There's stuff that you don't really want to shoulder your partner with, So if you ever need anything an ear or a neutral party or just someone to yell at or vent at, I'm pretty good at that.
I appreciate that a lot, actually. Thank you.
No worries. I just don't want you to be icy like everyone at school thought you were,
They thought I was.
You came
Wow.
off as kind of a bitch, if I'm being honest. I mean, I was here for it, but I just don't want you to default to that.
It's hard not to, especially now, but you're right. But no, I appreciate that. I will try to be less icy.
We're here for you. Always.
Likewise.
As all of you drive, Sawyer following Hunter, Hunter following Galen, you all arrive at the parking lot, Broadway at the beach. This place is positively breathing with life. You see neon lights stretching in all directions. You hear bumping music, people laughing, dancing, drinking. Of course, you all see the large area blocked off just to the north of you, where Galen, was once the location of Magi Quest, the seat of the Camarilla Prince Dean Preston, and the site of the final death of the majority of the Camarilla kindred. It is where you and Victoria and Irina met with the prince, where he refused to join forces without a promise of loyalty from you and the other anarchs. And of course, the rest of you have been here more than once. This is where Ethan picked you up and drove you to meet with Konanti for the first time, and where you first gave chase to Aaron, the conspiracy theorist who is now in an unknown state with Chris the Seer. Where you all need to head, though, is south, where the humans wander over the long bridges covering the water, stopping to watch the water shows and feed the open-mouthed fish. You need to go to the site of the haunted house, the upside-down house, called the Hollow, a place that, once again, Hunter and Galen, you are aware that this is where the old Baron Lencho, Victoria's sire, met his end. This is the place where Astrid died and was embraced. And this is the earliest known location to both of you of the presence of monster hunters in this city. Is there anything you'd like to do? Any approach you'd like to take as you make your way there? Anything you'd like to discuss? Now is the time to do it.
Anyone got ideas?
I was about to say we need a plan.
I have something.
Got Baron Squeaker. He can recon for us. Oh, by the
Baron
way,
Squeaker?
I'm going to pull out this little field mouse out of my pocket and present him to Galen and Hunter and say, humbly and without any issue, there is a new Baron on the Grand Strand. I introduce you to Baron Squeakers.
Seems like you got competition.
A usurper.
I will fight and die for him. Just fair warning.
Well, if he has your loyalty, then I assume he's trustworthy.
But he could perform recon if he's so inclined.
That would be a good idea.
We really don't know what's going on in there, and I do not like the stories, so I will disguise myself as a member of a SWAT team and go ahead. It might not give us a lot of time, but it'll hopefully give them pause so we can shoot first at the very least. Whatever else, we have that.
Hunter, are you going to activate Blush of Life as well?
Oh god, yeah, that is an excellent point. He's going to have to, so he doesn't set off Hunter
Prospect,
bullshit. Let's do some recon then. I would like a buddy. Is anyone particularly
Or raise hit like
Particularly what?
good
I'll
at
go.
hiding somehow? We have a volunteer. Thank you very much.
All of you notice that Hunter suddenly
I can be.
is glowing. He has a warmth to his skin, a rose to his cheeks. It looks like he is breathing. You weren't aware that he could do that. He looks human.
How did you do that?
It takes some effort, but we can pretend to be mortal. It puts people at ease. You might want to practice it. But some that are too far gone can't do it.
Noted.
I'm sure you'll be good at it.
Thank you.
Would anyone like to try it? Sawyer, you cannot, but you don't need to.
I already breathe and bleed and all that stuff. Everybody thinks I'm mortal.
Anyone else like to activate Blush of Life?
I'll give it a shot.
Sure, why not?
Success.
If I do it, I'll bleed, and that'll make me that counterproductive.
I would allow you to do it without. You would just bleed a little bit. You just have to wipe it
Yeah,
off.
Little dollop.
why not?
Ramon, what about you?
Would that be beneficial for me, as given Stella's changes?
Galen. That is 3 hunger you're at now.
I have
Jesus
not rolled
Christ.
a single successful rouse check. I think in this campaign, like
Perhaps not, Ramón.
Let's give it a shot.
You might just look like you have jaundice.
I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Failure?
Yep.
Still works, even though you get hungrier as you do. And it's like a jump start for you and Ruby. It's like a kick. Someone has taken a car battery to your heart, and suddenly you feel like kick in and start beating. It's amazing.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I lagged like a ton, but I rolled and I got a success.
Mm-hmm. And for you too, now you know what it feels like for Sawyer to still have a beating heart.
Enjoy that sensation.
Actually, it feels pretty good.
Yeah, this is I didn't know I'd miss a heartbeat.
Yeah. Things you take for granted.
It's gonna be okay, guys.
As you
Girls
continue,
guys.
get a little bit closer to the hollow. You see that it is still cordoned off, likely since that Halloween night, when all these things that you are aware of has happened. But you do see two men standing just beyond the no trespassing line. They seem to be watching the crowd of people who are just milling about, having a good time. They're heading to Froggy Bottoms, or they're heading to another place with a frog name, Senor Frogs, or maybe even Johnny Rockets, whatever it is that they're doing here at Broadway at the Beach. They seem to be watching the crowd and guarding the place, it looks like. Like they're acting like bodyguards, even though this place does not look like it's open or anyone can go in. They're also wearing sunglasses. Which is strange. It's the middle of the night.
I would like to spend some time studying them, so I
Yes, you
can
certainly
use
may.
imposter guise.
Well, you spend some time studying them. And Galen, what do you want to do?
So it looks like there's security here. I'm gonna wait until we have that guised, so that perhaps we can get in without causing a problem. I'm also wearing a bulletproof vest, so I'm not exactly. I mean, I assume it'd be under the lab coat, but still.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Ruby?
Right. Gosh, I'm just going to kind of look around just to see. I'm kind of sizing up the guards, but also I'm just kind of looking around to see if there's any way we can get past them.
For you, Ruby, should you skirt around to the left or the right side of the building, you could simply jump up to the top of it.
I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to do it quietly or not?
I would like to do that as quietly as I can.
Dexterity and stealth. Are you going to inform everyone what you're doing?
Yeah, I'll lean over to Galen and it's like, I can jump like really high. So I'm gonna try and skirt past these guys and get to the roof.
Do you need some company?
You wanna come with me?
I feel like we should probably stick together, at least teams of two.
Alright. Hop on my back.
I got Soaring Leap, we're okay.
You're the Soaring Leap twins.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so dexterity and
Stealth.
Dexterity and do I have anything in stealth? Nope.
Galen and Theo, you both have Sense the Unseen, is that correct?
Yes,
Would you like to activate it?
of course.
Absolutely.
Of course, you're going to do that already. When you activate Sense the Unseen, no roll is required. Both of you see the building as it is. It does not look like a blank void, and I don't mention that for any reason at all. But it does look strange to your sight. It does not look the same as it does when you do not have Sense the Unseen activated. You can see wisps of darkness coursing through it, above it, and around it. So whatever you're going to walk into is not going to be safe for even humans, would be your guess.
Does anybody else see that?
No. What is okay? Is this like the thing where you see stuff in your head, or is there something you're seeing that we can't see? Because right now there's 2 guards and just a building.
No, I'm seeing that the building does not look quite right.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
Any idea how to stop it?
No.
Well, yeah, no, I got nothing.
Is it? So when you say it's not right, is it like all over, or is it just in certain parts? Sawyer's going to kind of just survey the building itself, see if there's any sort of cameras or other entrances that people may use. You know, like those employee entrances where you sneak out to have a smoke break kind of thing.
As a matter of fact, on the right-hand side of the building, you do see an employee door, but it is barricaded off. You would have to go past the barricade, and someone might see you. 3 successes, Ruby, for you to get on the roof.
Yep.
What about you for you, Ramon?
Also 3 successes. Would I have been able to leave Baron Squeakers with Baron Galen? That's okay.
Certainly. Galen is well versed with animals, has multiple dots on animal ken. It's totally fine.
Yeah, before I leave, I'll just hand him off and say, he's gonna disappear on you, and that's normal. But he'll return if something is amiss or wrong.
Understood.
And I will
turn this.
also, if I could also activate Ghosts Passing.
That's a rest check.
For Squeakers.
Mm-hmm. Galen, you put Squeakers in your pocket.
Yeah, he'll go.
And although you feel him in there, you do not see him or perceive him. Hunter, you have taken some time to study these men. They are not wearing anything outlandish. They're wearing dark shirts, dark slacks, and sunglasses. Would you like to activate Imposter's Guise?
Absolutely.
Why not?
Okay, I don't get hungrier.
What's an obfuscate?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love him so much. Look at him.
He's a little guy.
Sawyer actually feels
Is that a
so
critical
much better.
Yes, Hunter. No, it's not. So close. Almost a critical success.
It's a little plush
Almost.
opossum my girlfriend got me.
4
after
successes. Yes.
we
So-
befriended a possum in college.
For your eyes, Galen, Theo, and Sawyer, you see Hunter transform into one of these guards. Looks exactly like the one on the left. The one who's bald.
Well, that's a neat trick.
Impressive.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you
Add
very
that
much.
to the list of things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll teach you one day.
Theo's eyes light up briefly.
Well, they might.
So, now there's two of you. So what's the
How are we
what's
gonna get
plan
them away?
there?
I was thinking about sneaking up on one of them, killing the guy I look like, and well, seeing what happens with the other guy. He might have to die too.
I
All
mean,
ready for that?
fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good call.
Unless you got other ideas, they're not gonna.
No. By all means.
Nope. Go for it.
All right. I would like to activate Silence of Death and make that, worthy of the name. I'm gonna sneak up on the guy on the left from the left, and I'm assuming his friend will probably notice if I stab him in the neck.
Probably.
So, that's a good point. Does anyone want to sneak around on the other side?
I'd offer, but I'm terrible with a knife.
I Sawyer trying to kill someone would be a time, but Sawyer's a good distraction.
Okay. Distraction sounds useful enough. I'll kill him if I have to.
So we're gonna go around to the right. and basically pull out a phone, act like we're lost.
Mm-hmm. And you're just gonna like run into him.
Yeah, just like walking by, like, okay, this says it's the
Yo,
haunted
man,
house.
you can't
but-
get past this barrier.
Oh,
You're, like,
is
way
it,
too
like,
close.
Like this, like Sawyer's gonna take a couple more steps. Where exactly am I? Because, like, I'm
where
not
you
really
are is where
familiar
you
with
ain't
Grand
supposed to
Strand.
be, so you gotta
Is
take
this-
your ass somewhere else.
Is this the haunted house with the huge thing that goes down?
Place is closed, bruh.
Places. Do you know any other like haunted house attractions or like any sort of things to do? Because I heard there was like a huge party on the beach that was
That is enough of a
happening.
distraction. Hunter,
Hello.
not going to go well for this guy, but I do need a double skill roll, which I very rarely do. I need a stealth melee.
Ooh.
I very rarely do those, but for what you're asking to do, I gotta do it. I gotta do it to you. But he does not have. Oh, but I rolled
Huddy.
super well.
Oof.
That's not gonna be good.
I rolled super duper well.
Do
How did I
I?
get a critical success on 3 dice?
I have 1 dice for that.
Oh,
Do I have a silencer for my pistol? No, it's a huge pistol. I don't. Never
No.
mind.
You have a hand cannon.
Okay. Yeah, I have 1 dice. I'm screwed. That's
Do you have any dice in brawl?
no.
Well, you're activating Silence of Death,
Mhm.
and you want to try and get into the building behind them. Perhaps, you might want to consider trying to sneak into the building without anyone hearing you.
Yeah. If there's, yeah, in my mind they were like right up on the door. But if there is space, I'll
With
take...
Sawyer's distraction, certainly.
I'm like holding my knife. I'm like really eager to kill this dude, but the confidence is not there. Sneaking behind them, yes, is a good idea.
Mhm. So, dexterity, stealth. See how quietly you can open the door.
Mm.
Galen, you see what Hunter's doing. If you want to take this opportunity now, activate Unseen Passage.
Yes,
Now would be the time to do it.
that was what I was planning on. Let's do it.
I'm gonna add a couple of dice for this one. Better, but still
thank
not
God.
great.
Hey, thank
The
God
rouse
you didn't
back.
get hungrier. Ooh, you want to spend some willpower, Hunter?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2 successes.
That's 2 successes. What are you gonna roll, Galen? You gave me a rouse check.
Oh
You
yeah,
see
but I got
Hunter
rolls
coming up to the
12.
door. You see him pushing at the door. He's gonna make a noise. You can tell just by the way Hunter is trying to push the door, hold the hand he's holding the knife with. You don't know why he's doing it that way, but he is.
So should I
Roll
just
me a
roll
dex.
like dex
Roll me a dex stealth.
Yeah.
See if you
Yep.
can assist him.
Oh God. What? Okay.
Much better. So, with the 5 total successes, Hunter, you start pushing the door open with the knife. The knife starts scraping against the wood. Galen grabs your hand, pulls it down. You don't see him. He's invisible. So it's an invisible hand that pulls your hand down. And the door very slowly goes open. And you both can sneak in. And Sawyer, you can see this happening. You wait. You continue talking
Oh yeah, no.
until the
fast
door
talking.
is closed. And now it is you and Theo left outside, and you will have to come up with how you're going to get into the building. Or maybe you won't. But what's odd? What's an awareness, both of you, please?
We actually that's decent.
that's a good roll.
It's an awareness.
While you roll those, Ruby and Ramón, you are up on the roof. You landed silently enough, and you see that there is a hatch here. Are you going in?
Yes.
Yeah, after a brief moment of fuck, we're so good at this.
So both of you head into the building.
Mhm.
I need another deck stealth to see how quiet you are getting in. So far, everyone's being very quiet.
I should have kept my fucking mouth shut.
Yeah. We talked about this.
God complex.
Theo and Sawyer, what did you roll?
4.
4.
Awesome. Both of you are sort of looking back now. Now you don't see Ruby, you don't see Ramón. You know, Galen and Hunter went in, and now you're out here alone, and you got to figure it out on your own. And Sawyer, you sort of back up a little bit. You're trying to survey the building. Theo, you're sort of mirroring their movements. And Sawyer, you bump into Jon. Sawyer.
Hi,
Buenas noches.
Uncle Jon. Buenas noches. How are you? What you doing here,
Yeah.
man?
Perhaps it's a better question if I ask, what are you doing here?
Nope. I think it's a good time for you to answer, and we act like we have a conversation. Maybe go a little bit over that way.
Ramón is not here. See, he's not here.
Yes, he is.
Have you seen him? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a phone call.
I don't mean to be rude, but from who? Because I don't know if you've heard
He's nobody important.
Julia. Have you heard
He's
from
nobody
Julia?
important.
Okay, well, every time someone has said it's nobody important in the past week, it's been somebody important.
You should not be here. This building, you should not be here.
You shouldn't be at this building either.
Sawyer,
Jon.
go home.
No, I can't. I really, really can't. Aren't you supposed to be in New Jersey?
He sort of grips you by the shoulders and forcibly moves you out of the way, lifts you up as if you weigh no more than a mannequin, and begins walking past you, past the building.
No, Jon, don't go in there. Like, so he's gonna try and grab the back of his shirt, and
as you grab the back of his shirt falls off. You see the tail of a wolf run into a nearby bush.
Theo?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you can do now, but you definitely need to get in that building. I'm gonna let everybody know that we have some furry company about to go in.
I'm not very good at being quiet or sneaking. How do you think?
What do you feel? I guess I don't know how it works for you.
Well, did you see any other entrances besides?
Yeah, there's an employee entrance around the side.
Okay.
You maybe could try and sneak there. I could get myself caught.
No, we're not going to do that. Do you want to come in? Do the employee entrance with me? We could
try.
Okay.
It's worth a shot at this point. And Sawyer's kind of pull out the phone and text everybody. Your uncle's here.
Unfortunately, for this to have been in any sort of a pre-planned moment, everyone's cell phones would be on silent. And I really don't think anyone would be thinking about looking at it.
No, we tried.
That's nice. It's good to inform.
Sawyer and Theo, roll me a dex stealth to see if you can make it to the employee with no additional abilities to help you here. See if you can make it into this building. Let's move back to Hunter and Galen. You have entered into the building. Galen, you are invisible. Hunter, you are silent and disguised. The place is absolutely disgusting. It looks water damaged, rotting. It looked at one time to have been some sort of Halloween haunted house. It looks like that at one point it was designed for multiple people to come in, but it has not been maintained in quite a long time. And you're in a room with furniture on the ceiling, glued on the ceiling. Most of it has fallen off and crashed and broken onto the floor. And before you is a very long hallway made of marble. You don't see any other rooms or anywhere else you could go.
Is it possible for me to see the guards on the outside?
No. There are no windows in here.
Hmm. I'm gonna look to Galen because he said he saw something. I'm gonna follow his
You
lead.
can't technically look to Galen, but you can sort of
Oh, right, yeah, of
whisper
course.
and hopefully that Galen hears you. Hopefully Galen's still here.
I'm just gonna go ahead and pretend I'm one of them.
All right. I'll follow your lead then.
Oh dear. Okay. And yeah, I'll follow down the corridor.
Galen, do you still have Sense the Unseen activated?
Yes, of course.
The building is simply littered with ghosts. Figures of white, shimmering gold. They wander through the walls, on the ceiling. They crawl along the floor.
Hunter,
If you did not know you could pass through them, there would be nowhere for you to move.
Hunter, I don't mean to alarm you, but this place is extremely haunted.
Classify extremely.
I mean, it's getting crowded, let's say. There are ghosts everywhere.
Cool. Well, let's hope they don't do anything spooky.
One can dream.
Ruby and Ramón, you have descended down the ladder. And where you land is a laboratory. It's high-tech. There's whiteboards, computers. It doesn't look like it belongs in this place at all. You aren't sure if this is part of the haunted house as it was, or if this is something new and modern and purposeful. And Ruby, you get the feeling that you like this place. It gives you a homey, comforting feeling being here.
Ruby.
Yeah?
What the fuck are you smiling at?
I like the vibe of this room.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I just kind of followed your lead. Do you have any idea where the fuck we're going? We're looking for Frankie, right? So like.
Yeah, we're looking for Frankie. I'm gonna look around this room. I can tell this is a lab, so I'm looking around. I'm sniffing. I'm seeing if I can find papers, pictures, writings of what they do in here.
Intelligence academics for both you and Ramón. Back outside. What were your roles, Theo and Sawyer?
Does this count as a break-in?
2.
In fact, Theo, it does count as a break-in.
Oh, excellent.
You may add an extra dice for that.
Perfect. Yeah.
2.
2.
Okay. 3?
Theo, you, having had a little bit of practice feeding on the sleeping transient community here in the Grand Strand, you very demurely, delicately, quietly, like a cat, sneak in under the barricade, get to the door, turn it, open it carefully. Sawyer, you attempt to follow. And as you get up to the last step, you grab the doorknob too hard. And you knock it off of its very rusty old hinge. And it clatters to the ground. One of the guards says, "Hey! I see you, motherfucker!" And comes running over to you. You have the choice now to try and get in quick. But everyone will know now that you are in there. Or you may close the door and not let them know that Theo's in there. And everyone else.
Yeah, nope. We're not going to compromise everybody else. We're going to let ourselves get caught. So,
you slam the door behind you. This burly man, who looks exactly like Hunter looks now, runs up to you, grabs you by the collar, pulls you away from the door. What the fuck do you think you're doing? This is no trespassing, okay? You can't go in there.
I just want to get a look inside. Like, I just want to look inside. Like, I saw someone like a whole thing on the what's going on, and I just want to take a look inside. I just want to take a look inside.
Well, we're calling security, so sit your ass down.
Call security. See if I care.
Hunter and Galen, you're moving through this room, and you both see someone coming up towards you. They're in full SWAT gear, carrying a shotgun at the ready. They're wearing a helmet with a visor. You cannot see their face, but you can hear a woman's voice. And she looks at you, Hunter. Benjamin, is there a problem outside?
No problem.
Then why are you inside?
Well, I need to come and get someone.
Who?
One of the prisoners.
You're gonna have to talk to Hazel about that.
That's what I'm gonna go do.
All right. Well, we have these earbuds, so you can just talk to her like that, unless she's not wearing it, which I know she doesn't like to wear one.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's a pain in the butt.
She puts her hand here. Hazel, Benjamin wants to talk to you. Are you wearing your earpiece? No, she's not wearing it. Well, hurry up.
Yeah. Okay. Where are you off to?
I'm doing my rounds.
Oh.
I know it's boring out there, Benjamin, but you're not grabbing those beers off of the Senior Frogs people, are you?
I tried to resist. It's fine.
All right, well, hurry up.
Yeah.
Don't leave Lucas out there by himself. He's, got the brains of a duck or something. I don't know.
He'll be fine for 5 minutes. Yeah, and I quickly scuttle along.
Mm-hmm. And as you quickly scuttle along, you come to a 4-way turn. You must decide where you're going to go. Straight, left, or right. Or you could split up.
Last time we did that, it didn't go so well.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere alone.
So, I like it. Does any of them look like they might lead to the employee door?
There is nothing marked here. Everything looks decrepit and old.
Well, none of this is up to code.
I guess, would I know which direction the employee door is in, or no?
I don't see how you possibly could. I don't think studying Benjamin outside for 5 minutes would have been able to glean that information.
Yeah. Well, what did Benjamin? No, I'm not him. Okay. I will go right.
You will go right, and Galen will follow. Is that correct?
Correct.
Ruby and Ramon, what did you roll?
4 successes.
I got 3 successes.
The notes that you see are about Kindred. They are about their weaknesses, their clans. There's question marks of what their clans are. One of them says roses, question mark. And next to their name, which appears to be Bliss, assume that's their name, it says Crossworks. And then another name, Fairfax. No cross. You also see notes about ghosts and werewolves.
Shit. We need to take it all.
Yeah.
Is this all just scattered papers, or is this just like,
This is on whiteboards, papers, computers. It's all over the room. Post-it notes everywhere.
I'm gonna grab up all the papers and just shove them in the hoodie pocket as much as I can. We should take pictures of the whiteboard with the phone.
Yep. I go ahead and pull my phone out, and do I notice I have a text?
Yes, you do. What did the text say, Sawyer?
I'm trying to remember the exact wording. Our
said,
furry uncle's there.
here."
Yeah, your furry uncle's there. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, to the group
fuck.
chat. Yeah.
What? Just stuffing papers in my hoodie pocket.
Your uncle's here.
What? No, he's no.
And I hold up the thumb.
Shit. Fuck.
I need both of you to make me a Dex Athletics roll, please.
Yep.
Oh
Chris said Jersey was here. Fuck, that's what he meant. I'm gonna rouse.
Who would have thought New
blood.
Jersey was in Myrtle Beach?
Yep. It's all
That's
connecting
crazy.
in my head. Oh my fucking god.
I do that to the Blood on the Grand Strand crew all the time. They hate that.
Oh, the hindsight sucks.
They hate my
Very
Malkavian nonsense. They absolutely hate it.
Let's see. Dex.
best
And you
and
said
worst.
athletics? 6 successes.
Perfect.
6 successes with a messy critical.
Perfect.
Fuck.
Both of you suddenly become aware that something has rolled into the room from the hallway. And as it explodes, both of you are able to jump behind desks far enough away from the blast that it doesn't hit you immediately, but it is not an explosive. Instead, a gas begins leaking out. A white gas. You're going to have to very quickly make it out of this room. One more Dex Athletics. See if you can make it past the gas. Theo, you're inside. You hear the guards reprimanding and taking Sawyer away from you. And where you are is what looks like a behind the stage area.
I still have Sense the Unseen activated.
Yes, you do. And all you can see here is ghosts. Women. Men. They're in shrouds. They're practically see-through. And they walk through you, past you, look beyond you. They don't perceive you.
Okay. I'll just try to ignore that and listen for if anyone's nearby or if I see anything or anybody.
It's hard to tell with these ghosts everywhere. With Sense the Unseen activated, it doesn't offer anything more to your eyesight or your hearing or any of your other senses, but seeing these ghosts.
In that case, I'll turn off Sense the Unseen for now.
The
And
ghosts evaporate before your eyes, but you are aware that they are still there.
yes. And just listen and try to like see if there's any guards nearby.
There are no guards nearby that you can hear,
Okay,
but you
that's
do hear
good.
a voice. I thought you didn't want to see me again.
Oh, this is
Theodora.
this is not good. This is not good. I will turn around and take a step back.
Person before you is Levi.
Oh, it's different. Okay. What are you doing here?
I think the better question is, how did I get so lucky to get you here without having to force it upon you? Yo.
Oh, good.
Pulls out a Glock 43,
Mm-hmm.
shoots it point blank at your chest, and it's gonna be loud.
Cool.
Are you wearing Kevlar?
Yes.
You're gonna take 2 points of superficial damage as he
Okay.
hits you in the gut.
Okay.
Everyone present in and outside of the hollow hears a gunshot. Sawyer, downstairs, you hear the gunshot. You're on the ground, or sitting on the ground.
So that was a question I had. Do I still have some of the alchemy from before I switched up?
Yep. Yes,
So
you do.
yeah, we're gonna take and while we're sitting on the ground, pull out a pocket, just down it,
Mhm.
and then they have sunglasses on, right?
Mhm.
So hearing the gunshot,
Since you are so close to them, they are also wearing Kevlar neckties.
Okay, John Wick.
Okay.
It's in the Second Inquisition book. You can't blame me for that.
I had a stupid idea, but we're gonna jump up and try and knock the sunglasses off one of these guys' faces.
Dex athletics, or rather, let's make it dexterity and brawl. Upstairs, Ruby and Ramon, what are your rolls?
I got 7 successes.
Jesus Christ. I'm burning through everything I have. I got 4 successes.
Both of you are able to scramble out of the room. Ramon, whatever you took is all that you can take right now. You don't know what this white gas is, and you haven't stuck around to figure it out. And now you're out into the hallway, and you come face to face with the person who threw the canister. And it is no one else but Harley.
Oh, good.
He's holding a gun, but it's not a regular gun. It's a tranquilizer gun.
Oh, fuck.
Ruby, you were the first one out with 7 successes.
That time I got to kick your ass.
That is a critical success.
Oh, fuck.
7 successes. Dex athletics to try and get out of the way of this tranq gun. Hunter and Galen. You took a right, is that correct? And down you went. You come to what looks like an observation room. It's a door that has been makeshift built with a window inside of it. And as you look inside of it, you see 3 kindred staked on the ground under fluorescent lights.
Did
Uber.
we
Sounds
hear
anything?
did we hear the gunshot?
Yes, you did.
The loud. Okay. I'm going to turn to thin air and be like, we have lost everyone, and I don't know how we're going to get out of here. One
Me
sec.
neither.
I'm going to call in a favor.
Oh, shit.
I flip open my phone and I just call up Yon.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Jan picks up the phone.
Inside the
Make
haunted
it
house.
quick. I'm not somewhere I can talk freely because I'm naked.
Mortals, free game inside the haunted house, and my Thin Blood friends should be safe by the end of this. Please. You understand? We need to get out of here alive.
Mr. Pirot,
Yes?
if I become what I must in order for my own self-preservation, you better stay out of my way because I can guarantee no one's safety.
I will let them know.
He hangs up.
Never mind, I was going to tell him they're hunters, but I'll figure it out.
As you...
I then
Get off.
text everyone, like,
Well, you're not going to have time because as you
Oh, okay.
get off of that phone call, someone standing behind you. Benjamin,
yes, boss.
the woman you see is got tan skin, short cropped black hair. Never in 11 years have you called me boss.
Sorry, Hazel.
Wits and obfuscate, Hunter.
3.
Galen, same for you.
Okay.
Wits and obfuscate.
Wits obfuscate. Okay, there we go. That's the proper dice pool. That's not great.
She looks at you both. Well, neither of you belong here.
Wait, can't say we didn't try. I'm going to shoot her.
Go for it. Dex, athletics. Rather, composure and firearms. Oh, dear.
Oh,
Should I do this? Should I pull out the big guns already? Galen, what are you doing?
So she can see me. I'm out, right?
She can see you, yeah. You're not out of obfuscate, but she can see you. Because she's
Yeah.
not entirely human herself.
4 successes.
All right. Fuck it. I will also help. I'm gonna.
You'll also
too.
shoot?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Composure firearms.
Ruby, what did you roll?
7 successes.
Oh,
Amazing.
fuck.
Amazing. Harley shoots off a trank dart. It misses. Hits the wall behind you. You have a free action. It's time to take it. And Ramon,
Beat the shit
you
out
can
of
also
him,
take an
please.
action.
Okay. Is it alright if I wait to see what Ruby's about to do,
Sure.
before I roll anything? Because I don't want to
Sure.
Am I
fumble this.
within punching distance?
That's
Yes.
what I expect.
Yes.
Yep, that's
I'm going
expecting
to take my breast knuckles and finally punch this motherfucker in the face.
Use lethal body. Strength and brawl.
Use lethal body, and you know what? For good measure, I'm going to surge as well.
Go for it.
That's right. On this show, we kill touchstones.
I get hungrier, but
I'm sure that won't affect Theo at all for you to
No.
for you to kill the second touchstone of one of your coterie mates.
I'm not going to kill him.
fine.
I'm just going to
Kicking
hurt
the
him
shit
a
out of
little
your
bit.
ex has been a dream of mine for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
So add your dots in potence and add your 2
Thank
dots
you.
for your
Give
blood
me
surge
two.
and sure.
And strength and brawl.
And strength and brawl.
Okay.
Totally fine.
Strength.
Or Harley. Totally fine.
fuck Harley.
Do you mean my whole
We
name,
hate
Harley?
Harvey in this house, okay? I will never say his name correctly, ever.
Please don't. As is your right.
I for one, stan Harlan.
I only got, let's see, 4, 5. So that's 6 successes with a messy critical.
That's fine.
Here's what happens. Harley misses his shot. Ruby, you didn't get to beat him up on the beach the night you first got here in Myrtle Beach, but now you get to beat him up, and you get to beat him up as an undead monster. You leap on top of him, pin him to the ground. You grab onto his head, and you smack it against the floor again, and again, and again, and again, and again, until he no longer moves, no longer breathes. You kill him in a matter of seconds.
Not what I wanted to do.
And we will deal with the consequences of that at a later time. Theo, you have just been shot. Your
Sure
Kevlar
have.
is useless now. You have ruined the fibers. And Levi is smiling. Well, didn't you come in prepared, sweet thing?
I'm just gonna back up and pull out my gun as well.
And you're going to shoot him as well? You're going to shoot him right back?
I will, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna fucking try to leave after that. Okay.
Compose your firearms.
Okay.
I don't believe Levi has rapid reflexes or anything like that. He does have resilience, though.
I route
Sawyer.
here.
Sawyer. What was your roll?
Oh, bestial failure. I'm gonna bite him in the
nice.
leg.
Nice. With the bestial failure, you try and knock the sunglasses off for your thin blood so you don't have any clan compulsions. You're going to try and knock the sunglasses off. You're going to miss entirely. You're going to swing wide. And the security guard is going to put you on the ground, stomach first, knee in your back, and he's going to hold you there.
Yeah, no, it's like, come on, man, let me go. Like, did you not hear that? Someone shot.
They did hear it. And Benjamin looks to Lucas and tells him to get in there. Lucas heads towards the door while Benjamin holds you down. Hunter, your roll was 2 successes. Is that correct? You used a willpower?
Yeah, 4 successes total.
And Galen was 1. Is that correct?
Yeah.
With 8 successes, Hazel is going to dodge your gun shots coming in. And she's going to start crawling onto the ceiling, crawling up to the top of it. And she's trying to get away from you. Or she's trying to lead you somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not taking that. We need the vampires in there. There wasn't Frankie in, we just know that they're
No.
stake vampires.
No.
Okay, if Frankie's not in there, then I don't know. I want to know what Galen's doing.
Fuck it. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, let's fucking kill her.
So are you following her?
Yeah, until it seems like a bad idea, I'm gonna keep shooting. And in fact, I would like to try and use chemistry to freak her out a little bit.
Absolutely. Let's do that.
Yeah, stop her being so damn dodgy. I would like, God, what would freak out someone crawling on a wall? You know what? There's ghosts here. They might know that. So I'm gonna cause like apparitions. I'm gonna plague them. Rouse check.
Manipulation and obfuscate. What hunger are you at, Hunter?
3. I would
getting
like
hungry.
to.
Boy, would Hunter like to eat a mage again.
Oh
Wouldn't be
man,
the
they're
first
so
time.
tasty. They're so tasty. But I would also like to suppress that hunger because we have a job. So he's gonna compose himself.
Those inner reserves.
Go down to 2 hunger. Okay, that is 5.
Hazel, unfortunately, does not get freaked out by the ghosts. Perhaps her sight that allowed her to see through your disguise and see through Galen's. Ghosts would not scare her. She's probably quite used to seeing them here. But instead, she turns around and she's going to use Fire in the Blood against you, Galen.
Fuck.
Need a resolve and a cult roll or a resolve and fortitude roll, whichever is higher for you.
2 successes?
You're going to take 2 points of aggravated damage, Galen, as the blood
Fucking
inside
ow.
your body begins to boil. It's like something Grayson used in Blood on the Grand Strand Season 1.
Yeah.
And I need you to make a terror frenzy check, please. That is your unspent willpower, plus 2 dots for your humanity. Theo, what was your roll for shooting Levi?
5 successes.
5 successes is excellent. Levi rolled a terrible dex athletics roll.
Good.
So you shoot him twice in the chest. Now what you like to do? Make it quick, or he will
Scamper,
react.
scamper into cover or something away.
There's really no cover here. You're in the sort of a narrow backstage area.
Okay.
Passage that would lead to a main stage.
Okay.
You could certainly scramble back outside.
Seems like a bad idea. Fuck it. Can I shoot him again?
You may.
Fuck it.
You may.
Kill this motherfucker. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna do that. Okay. This is fine. 4 successes.
It's going to be quick enough to catch your eye before you can get off a shot.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's going to say, "Come with me, Theodora." And you feel compelled to follow him. Takes you by the hand, takes your gun from your hand, puts it behind himself, behind his back, and you walk with him deeper into the hollow.
Okay.
Ruby and Ramón. Ruby, you've killed someone else. You're no stranger to this now, even though you've only been undead for a week.
I'm gonna rush off into the sound of the gunshot after seeing Ruby's clearly got it handled. Are you good? Hey, I need you to focus up.
I don't say anything, and I get up and run towards the gunshot.
As you run toward the gunshot, Ramón leaves first. Someone grabs your arm from inside the room you were in with the gas. And it is Frankie. Doing real good out there, kid. Gonna get me out of here? Come on, you and me. Let's slip away. We'll go see Kananti.
No. You're coming with me.
Oh, shit. I swear I was just helping him because, I didn't want to die.
You didn't want to die. Do you know what you've done? Do you know what I've done? Do you know what I am now? Because of you? You motherfucker. Oh, you've got the balls on you. You are coming with me right the fuck now, and I grab him.
Mm-hmm. He's not going to put up any resistance. He wants to get out of here.
And I follow Ramón.
Mm-hmm. Hunter and Galen.
This... Hunter's just going to say, this is not a chase we can win. Let's find Frankie and get out of here.
Say
Agreed.
that. And I need to know, what did you roll for your... You rolled a 2 for your frenzy check?
Yeah, is there any way could you spend willpower on a frenzy?
You certainly cannot. So, as Hunter, as you turn, you go, Galen, I don't think this is a fight we're going to win. Galen goes running, screaming further into the hollow. And that's when you hear it, Hunter. Footsteps that shake the ground in front of you. You see Hazel up on the ceiling. She sees it first. She scampers. She runs. You've never seen anyone move so fast, even someone hanging from a ceiling. The creature that enters the room is 9 feet tall, covered in fur. It is a tower of whipcord muscle. An absolute death machine. It's holding in his hand one of the guards from outside. And he howls so loud you think you have to cover your ears, although you are no longer human.
Oh man, I am going to drop the obfuscate, start running, and activate fortitude, which makes me hungrier.
You activate toughness. Now you don't know how you can get out because you have gone further in. You only know of one entryway, the one that you came from. So, we're going to do it like this. 3 rolls. Wits and awareness. Dex and athletics. Composure and resolve.
Can I spend willpower on...
You can spend willpower, blood surge on all of it. I need to know your total amount of successes at the end.
Hey,
Ramón, you catch up to the gunshot, and you see Levi, the person at the Elysium you met last night, holding hands with Theo, leading her away. She looks like she's in a trance of some kind. And he sees you. He holds up his gun. 2 successes. Dex athletics.
Okay.
What was your total amount of successes, Hunter?
Okay.
Damn.
That is 6,
That is a messy
8.
critical.
Yes, but in total I have 12 plus 5. That is 17. As I
You do have 17. That's an amazing amount of successes. Way more than I was asking for. But
oh, good.
You got a messy critical.
Oh.
What happens when the Ravnos fall under their compulsion, Hunter? You want to tell us?
Fine.
Nothing.
I
Fine and
sleep
normal.
soundly.
They want to do things in the most dangerous way possible. So although you've rolled enough successes, not only do you want to grab Galen, who is still running from his terror frenzy, not from a werewolf who he's not even aware is behind him. You want to not only grab Galen, but you want to somehow slide under this werewolf and get back to the entrance that you know is there. It's the easiest way out. You know where the entrance is. Why keep running around this maze? I mean, sure, he's big, but you're fast.
May I
That was
also
nice,
suggest
yeah.
something else dangerous?
Absolutely.
Unstaking the kindred. Yeah,
Absolutely.
just like chaos and confusion.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how that plays out in 1 second. Ramón, what was your roll?
3 successes.
3 successes. You're able to dodge his bullets. Take your action now. Theo is under his compulsion.
All right, I'm gonna blood surge. Oh, that's bad. Okay, yeah, we're hungry again. We're hungrier again. And I'm gonna soaring leap toward him and just try to grapple him, if that's okay.
A strength and brawl.
Okay. Math is hard.
Sawyer, you're outside. You haven't heard any more. You've heard more gunshots, and you hear a rumbling. You can feel it because you're on the ground. Would you like to attempt to break away once more?
Oh yeah, no, the whole time Sawyer's been like, you're a prick, dude! Like, you don't have to be like this. You called the cops on me. I know I told you to, but like just...
I'll give you one chance, because I feel bad that you are a thin blood who is trapped outside.
We maintain humanity. Not
Either
physical
dexterity
strength.
athletics or strength and athletics. He rolled terrible.
Is it okay to take another ag willpower, or is that...
That is entirely up to you, Ramón.
It's all worth it. It's all worth it. Nothing matters.
3 successes.
Sawyer, you're able to wriggle and kick your leg up right into his scrotum. He lets go of you. And you could scramble inside the building if you want to. Or you can simply run away.
No, Theo and Hunter went inside with everybody else, so
in you go.
Loyalty.
So in
God,
you
I hate
go.
it. Yeah.
And in you are. Ramón, what was your roll?
That is 6 successes.
You're able to grab Levi, begin wailing on him. You're not going to knock him into torpor, but Theo, you are out of your compulsion, or out of your dominate. You can act freely now. If you'd like to, while Ramón has him down, shoot him point blank. You might knock him into torpor.
Yes, that.
Compose your firearms, just so I know the damage. Ruby, you have Frankie. You've lost track of Ramón. You've lost track of where the gun has gone off. So your solution is to go up to the roof, at least get him out. So that's where you are. Hunter, I need to know exactly the order that you are doing this in. Galen is ahead of you, running away. You want to unstake the kindred. What order do you want to go in? There is a werewolf at the end of the hall in Krynos form.
Yeah.
And you're feeling like this is fun. Let's go.
I first am going to get Galen.
Mm-hmm.
Second, unstake the kindred. 3, go back the way we came.
Mm-hmm. So you race forward as soon as you see the werewolf, your blood urging you to be a daredevil, the daredevil that it knows that you are. And you grab onto Galen. Galen, you snap out of your terror frenzy as Hunter spins you around and tells you, we gotta unstake the kindred. And that's when you see the werewolf at the end of the hall. You don't know why Hunter is acting this way. I will allow you to run away if you want to, or you can come with Hunter on this adventure.
Well, I hate to do this, Hunter, but I'm gonna have to stay with you and help you with this adventure.
That's more like it. Let's go.
So
You're
Hunter, you
completely
run.
fucking insane.
You run into the room that has all the kindred. You bust in. You're stronger than you've ever felt, and you pull out those stakes. All 3 of the kindred wake up. One of them, you've never seen a kindred like this before. They're like 7 feet tall and blue. You pull out all of these stakes. All the kindred look at you, wake up. What the fuck's going on?
Time to run, motherfuckers.
They all see the werewolf. They scream. They panic. And Galen, you watch Hunter slide under the werewolf, slide through its legs, and keep running out towards the entrance. They run so far that Hunter, you run directly into Sawyer.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't want to be here.
They called the what? Okay, but where is everybody? Now, what does Sawyer see?
Can't see the werewolf here. Hunter has just kept running.
So yeah, no. Oh, so we're going. Where did everybody go? Did we find Frankie? I've been like wherever Hunter's going, we're running.
We're not in a place to find Frankie, although that does sound like a good idea. Not that way.
Okay.
Out.
Okay, yeah, no. Dude, on fire. Like, Sawyer's gonna grab the other thing, down it, and wait for the opportune moment to take and become a Molotov cocktail.
Oh no, that's the thing.
The Molotov cocktails for inert blood. It's already there. All you need to
Perfect.
do.
I just gotta bleed on it.
Ramón has already got it all ready for you. All you need to do is throw.
Yeah, chuck it. That's about it.
Galen, the kindred that Hunter unstaked for reasons you don't understand, they have all run out into the hallway and run away screaming. The werewolf is actively chasing them. You can now slip away, seen or unseen, and get out, back the entrance the way you came. You also meet up again with Hunter and Sawyer. Ruby, you're up on the roof. You can see Hunter and Sawyer and Galen coming out of the building. Are you going to take Frankie down with you?
Yes. Yes, I am not letting go of Frankie.
And you don't really care if he gets injured in the jump?
No.
Okay. Theo, what was your roll?
3.
You're able to shoot him point blank in the head. You're going to do a significant amount of damage. He's going to lay there, and he's not going to move.
Oh, good.
And that's when you see
What's up?
3 kindred. Never seen them before. You assume they are kindred. They have giant holes in their chest from where there was a bunch of stake. They are screaming and running and telling you to run. They run past you, through you. They're trying to get out of here as quickly as possible.
Are we still near the back entrance?
You're semi-close to it, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Ramon's hand and go to the back entrance.
The floor is shaking. Something is approaching. Something big enough to make the floor below you quiver.
Cool. I'm not gonna turn around and see what that is. I'm just gonna go.
You're just gonna run? What about you, Ramón?
If Theo's grabbing my hand, I would try to bring Levi with us, but that's the.
You certainly can. You're strong enough.
Perfect. Yeah.
Do you stop to see what it is?
I'd love to turn in my head, but if she's pulling me, I'm not gonna fight her.
You're able to turn your head as the door closes behind you. What you see is like the Wolfman from those old movies you used to watch with your Uncle Jon. You get outside. Everyone's outside. You have Levi in your arms. These other 3 kindred, Hunter, which you thought were used as a distraction, were able to make it out somehow.
Excellent.
Fast enough, quick enough.
You owe me your lives.
Hunter is, you all notice, you're all gathered here together again. Hunter is smiling. He seems like he had a really good time in there. Only some of you saw what it was that seemed to scare everybody out of there. And you see Sawyer is holding a blood in a bottle.
Yeah, no. Yeah, as soon as we see everybody that we care about, just chucks it.
Mm-hmm. And Galen and Hunter, you watch this blood in a bottle ignites. You don't know what this is. It's just that thin blood bullshit that you hear so much about. And the place catches on fire. The one security guard who is alive, who is left, who Sawyer you kicked in the scrot, is sort of rolling around on the ground right now. He says, "God, you fucking blanks! I fucking knew you were blanks."
Okay then, let me show you how this works. I'm gonna eat him.
Certainly. Pick him up. You drain him.
The necktie.
You can certainly rip it. You can certainly rip it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna lift him up by the necktie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try not to kill him.
What hunger are you at?
But I am at hunger 5.
Hunter, if you rolled a significantly high enough hunger frenzy check, I will let you decide if you kill him or not.
Yeah, that makes sense. Frenzy. I rolled 5.
You do not
On
have to
6
kill him.
dice. I'm essentially gonna leave him anemic though, like totally out of it. He seems pretty healthy, right? I can go to 1 hunger.
Yeah, he seems pretty healthy. Sawyer, do you do anything to conceal this from people who might just be walking around this area? This wooden place that you have now set on fire?
So, how many people are around?
Innumerable. You could not say.
Perfect. In that case, Sawyer's gonna find someone who has some of those other fancy abilities and see if we can distract them that way. See, like Ruby, can you do the the thing that they did before, or do we start screaming? Someone called the fire brigade. I don't know.
Oh, you want to call for a fire so people start running?
Yeah. You know
Yeah.
what? Yeah. Everybody back up! Sawyer's gonna start walking towards the street. Does Sawyer see Frankie though?
Yes, Frankie is in Ruby's arms.
Don't let go of that.
No.
Okay. Everybody back up! Like
Fire!
fire trucks on
Fire!
the way! Move!
Call 911!
But, like,
Hunter, you
heading
finish feeding?
towards the other side of the street. Yeah.
You drop the body on the ground, smiling all the way. And as you finish, you see Yon appear to you as a man. He has taken some clothes from the other security guard. They are too small, they don't fit him. And he says to you, "My debt to you, Mr. Piero, is repaid."
Well, we've taken out something that was a threat to both of us, so I see this as a win.
Certainly hope I did not kill any of your people, but I will not lose sleep over it.
We got everyone with fingers and toes intact.
I saw that my nephew is with you.
Please.
No. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I need to, what is the word? Come to some sort of understanding of what has happened to him.
He didn't choose it.
No, I understand. But as long as you are protecting mi sobrino, my nephew, you may call on me for assistance.
I appreciate that. Likewise. Is there anything
But
you
if I
want me to
find
tell
out that
him?
he is dead, I may kill you all. Just
Yeah,
you know, courtesy.
Well, it would be against my honor to allow him to die. Is there a message you want me to give him?
See. Tell him that his Uncle Yon will visit him soon. That he can smell him. He'll find him.
Okay, I'll try and not make that sound intimidating. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Perot, for all that you do for the Grand Strand and all of the nature preserves that you fund.
Someone's got to keep this place nice and pretty for all the tourists.
Yes. Good evening.
Evening. I go straight up to Ramón.
Yeah, Ramón is working with Sawyer and the rest of the coterie, except for Ruby, who's carrying Frankie, to sort of clear the crowd, get them away from the fire, and make your way back to the parking lot.
Keeping Levi firmly on my fucking shoulder.
How you doing, Ramón?
Life's a shit show, but you know, it's. I fucking hate it here. I fucking hate this place. I'm gonna be real with you, Hunter.
You're getting used.
This is shit. This is dog
Good.
shit.
Good. Keep a hold of that. And your uncle wanted to say that he's gonna come talk to you soon, and then he'll find you when he's ready.
Did I see Theo?
You did not see Yon. You simply saw a werewolf, or what you assume is a werewolf. Actually, you know exactly what a Krynos-form werewolf looks like.
Yeah.
Because you saw it in Chris's vision. You saw what happened to your sister when she entered what Alex called Hoglosk.
You when did you talk to my uncle?
A while back now, initially, but he helped us out tonight. And it's in no small part thanks to you.
That was him?
Yeah, he's scary, isn't he?
Yeah. Where is he now? Where did he go?
I don't know. But it seems like your family's trying to come to terms Maybe you should too.
He doesn't hate me?
I didn't hear any of that in his voice. It was remorse and not a small amount of anger, but love.
Thank you, Mr. Puro.
I didn't do anything.
This dude was trying to kidnap Theo, I think, and don't freak out. I'm not going to eat him. I'm just going to kick the shit out of him later.
You see that the person that Ramón has in his arms is a member of your clan, which is not something you see very often. Apparently, he was working for the Hunters.
Well, that's concerning.
He's currently in torpor. It's up to you if you want to bring him back with the other staked and torpored kindred that the Pirates' Voyage has turned into a haven for.
I'd say we should. This is worth investigating.
As you all head back to your cars, Frankie is, of course, pitching a fit. I can't believe you, Ruby. I can't believe you'd be working for that fuck. Did you know what Galen did to me? Did you know what Hunter did to me?
I grab him by the throat. I don't want to hear a fucking word out of your goddamn mouth for as long as you're still alive. You have no idea what you've done.
He looks very seriously into your eyes. If you don't take a hold of your fucking beast, you're going to be nothing more than a white. If you want to get control, it's not going to be from these two. It's only going to be from Kananti.
Fuck Kananti.
Frankie looks at you, Hunter. Hey, how's my kid doing? Thanks for hiding her away from me.
You're welcome. I'm a very good babysitter.
Fuck you.
Very well.
What about you, Three Eyes? You enjoying being Baron of Ashes?
Well, it has its perks, but right now I'm a bit busy, so I don't exactly have time to enjoy them.
So what is it that you want from me? You rescued me from this fucking place. What is it that you want?
Well, you know something that we would like to know.
How cryptic.
I don't think you're in the dark as to what we're after.
Actually, I have no fucking idea.
Nanti's heart. Where is it?
I don't know. Shouldn't it be in his chest?
Should we give him one last moment with his kid before he dies?
Absolutely fucking not.
I mean, I'd give a lot for that, I think.
What do you mean before I die?
We're gonna ruin your goddamn life like you ruined ours, you son of a bitch.
You think you would get out of this alive?
Maybe.
Did you think for a single fucking second that we were gonna let you live? Did you think for a single fucking moment that everything was gonna turn out okay for you?
Fucker.
Yeah, well, you're working with the two people who turned me into one.
Go fuck yourself.
You reap what you sow, motherfucker.
Maybe.
You said it yourself back when we were at the lab. You didn't want Kananti to kill you. So don't act like you're working for Angel either.
I said I didn't want the Inquisition to kill me. That's why I started helping them. All their notes, that was me. I'm all about survival.
You make me fucking sick.
All the more
So
reason
that means
for
you
you
just
to die.
funsies? Go fuck yourself. And you know
I know
what?
this. Half of you ain't even Thin Bloods anymore.
No.
Couldn't
Okay.
even hack it, huh?
I'm gonna break his fucking
Just like
arm.
fucking Saul.
I'm gonna lift him
You
up.
know what, you smarmy son of a bitch!
Oh, don't let him bait you into killing him. We need him alive. Yes, you will get your vengeance.
I look at him and I'm like, and I put him down, but I keep a hold on him. You're lucky we need to keep you alive right now. Because you know what, motherfucker, with what I turn into, I'm obsessed with death. And I would love to watch you die slow. I forced myself to take a breath.
Yep, just...
I hand him over to Ramón, and I go stand in a corner.
That's not smart.
Can we stake him? Is there any
I-
resource
I-
for that?
Well, if you need me alive, you definitely... Yeah, stake me. Go for it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Maybe we don't.
Penalty is going to absolutely ruin all of you.
I'm gonna take my knife,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna stick it into his mouth and just twist, and start carving up his tongue.
You're going to take a stain for that. For needless cruelty.
That's fine.
And as you do that, Theo,
Yes.
premonition rips through your mind.
Okay.
Find yourself once again in the upside down house. Except what you see is not through Harley's eyes. Or maybe it is. You're looking up at the ceiling. There's a person looking down at you. It's a woman with tan skin and shortly cropped black hair. She's bending down, touches you, and her hand comes back with blood. And she says, "I'm sorry, Harley." And come back to yourself. You are going to take 3 stains for a loss of a touchstone, Theo.
Okay.
I take the same amount, don't I?
You do not.
Mm-mm.
You are not going to take any stains. Harley was attacking you. So I'm not going to give you any stains for that. As I'm not going to give Hunter any stains for viciously feeding from the guy in the front. He was attacking him. He was a bad guy, so to speak. When you killed Morgan, Ruby, Morgan had done nothing to you. But Theo, you are very aware that Harley is dead. But you don't know what happened to him.
I notice... Do I notice Theo looking upset?
I think she would have had this premonition and then dropped to her knees when she got out of it.
Yeah, if Theo takes and does anything, actually.
Theo, you alright?
What happened? Are you what's going on? You having another one of those moments, or?
Yeah.
Did you see something?
Yeah. So, Harley died. Why do I feel...
Sawyer's just gonna kneel down and wrap their arms around Theo.
She's gonna go kind of blank.
Ramón, you have finished cutting out Frankie's tongue. He spits a bunch of his blood in your face. But he can't talk anymore. And as you all reach back to the car, Sawyer carrying Theo, who is acting as if she cannot walk or is feeling too weak to walk.
I can carry her princess
No.
style.
No. I got it.
Okay.
Ramón, you hand Levi over to Hunter and Galen to add to their collection, apparently. But Sawyer, you need to head back to Stella's, pick up Tex, and you and Tex need to head to the Thin Blood compound at the Freestyle Amusement Park to perform your ritual. You know that your friends, your other friends, cannot join you.
Yeah.
And what you thick bloods will do, well, you cannot do any more what the thin bloods can do. So you'll have to preoccupy yourselves with something else. While Sawyer and Tex get the key to Kananti's weakness. All your powers. And you need a thin blood. And that is where we are going to end. Season 2, Episode 7, Say It's Just a Nightmare, for this evening. Thank you, everyone.